covering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
You're looking live at the Randolph Technical Center in Detroit as we're getting set for PSL Media Day 2025. And without further ado, let's go to the stand and hear from Program Associate from the PSL, Mr. Roy Steed. My name is Chad Bush. Glad you're with us. We're the Prep. A lot to come. Roy Steed is next.
Ball practice. My name is Roy Steed, as Anika said. I'm the Program Associate for the Office of Athletics. I'm delighted to stand here today amongst our dedicated coaches, our outstanding student athletes. But let me begin by congratulating our 4 teams that made it to the PSL Championship at Ford Field last year. Cass Tech, Central, Denby, and Martin Luther King Jr. What an incredible achievement that was from all of our teams. While only 2 teams could walk away as champions, I want to recognize and applaud Central and Cass Tech for bringing home the titles. A special shout out to Coach Rushing of Cass Tech on earning Coach of the Year honors and receiving recognition for multiple publications. That's well-deserved, Coach. I also like to thank Coach Jimmy Macon from Central High School. Coach Macon leads our coaching association and never hesitates to challenge our executive director, Jay Alexander, with his tough football questions. We really appreciate you, Coach Macon, for your leadership and your dedication. Last season, 5 schools advanced to the state playoffs: Cass Tech, Central, Denby, Martin Luther King Jr., and Persian, with Cass Tech going all the way to win the state championship. Congratulations, fellas. Looking ahead to the 2025 season, I have no doubt that we will see more PSL schools advancing and representing Detroit and the PSL on that stage. Before I move on, the Office of Athletics would like to thank all of our coaches, all of our athletic coordinators for the hard work, sacrifice, and dedication that you put in with our student athletes each and every day. I also want to recognize Mark Lindsay, assistant coach at Henry Ford High School, who passed away over the weekend. When I was told I would be stepping in for Jay Alexander, our executive, I asked myself, man, what am I going to say? And the first thing that came to mind was, what makes PSL football great? Now, don't get me wrong, I'm a PSL guy, but I'm not a PSL football player. So I asked a few coaches, and I asked a few former players, what makes PSL football special? And the words that I got was resilient, dedication, sacrifice. But one of the things I came up with was the legacy of the PSL, the history, the tradition, the generations of athletes who've come through our program. That's what makes PSL football great and special. You know, I hear the questions, well, the PSL isn't where it used to be. It's not strong anymore. But I challenged those people, and I said, well, if the PSL isn't strong anymore, why does the PSL have more NFL players than any other school district in the United States? If that's not strong, I don't know what strong is. Now, that's enough of me talking about our PSL, talking about the PSL. Let's get on to the part we've been waiting on, our coaches poll. So the coaches, I will call up, we can have our gold division. Sorry. Let me bring Anika McEvans back to the stage.
All right, so we are going to do the release of the coaches poll. See, that's when you're training those rookies. Y'all know what that's like. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to transition and actually bring up the people that you guys came here to talk to, and that's some of our coaches. So what we're going to do right now, our blue division coaches and teams, you guys are actually going to head out into the hallway and start your rotations. You've got some headshots, some activities to do in the hallway. At that time, while they're transitioning out, I'm going to ask my gold division coaches to come up to the front so that you can speak on your teams. So gold division coaches are going to come up to the front and have a seat. Blue division coaches and athletes, you guys are going to transition outside. There are a series of activities. You should see on your paper what you need to do, including your headshots, some social media events. Gold division coaches, if you guys can head up here and have a seat so you can address the media. All right, I need this like a, 30-second drill. So I need y'all to move. See. I'll get them one, that's easy. Gold division coaches, you guys are gonna have a seat to my left and to my right. You guys are gonna have plenty of time for all that, fellas. To my right, to my left. Grab a chair. Central, Mr. Baby, you might as well come on up because you're gonna be first. It's alphabetical, baby.
Yeah, I'm gonna call you up.
No, I thought he said I might come on up.
Yeah, it's okay, Coach. So the poll is in for our division, our gold division. We have Central High School, led by Coach Jimmy Macon. He's going to come up and he's going to say a few words.
Hey, good morning. Good morning. How's everyone? Today is a special day for our DPSCD. What we do is we come up here, and this is annually. We try to get all the schools involved in it and make sure that we can represent as far as the best, league in the whole state. A lot of people be saying, well, we're not the toughest league, but if you get 2 teams in there in the state titles and you get 3 or 4 of them in the district and the regionals, that makes you a little tougher than what everybody thinks, especially when you're coming up with a championship as far as a state title. The thing about it, man, is that we're relentless. We committed. The coaches here, man, they does a wonderful job throughout the whole season and off season. A lot of people don't realize we put work in then. We do clinics, we work, we fellowship together, on a monthly basis and everything else to try to make our league that much stronger. Now, getting into the tradition of everything at Detroit Central High School, the school was founded in 1858, one of the oldest schools in the whole state of Michigan. And a lot of people don't realize that, which is the oldest DPSCD school in the city and the metropolitan area. So, with that being said, we have a lot of tradition over there. We try to win consistently, follow up for what we do in all our athletics. It's not just one sport, but, it's for everything. And them young men, they stepping up, as far as being scholar athletes. And those are the good things behind that. And, they get sent off to school, after their 4 years. So, we try to push that and, bless the guys that continuously coming back, and that makes it great. We one of the only schools outside of McKenzie, which is closed now, that will be having a Hall of Famer, which is Antonio Gates, who also was on staff when coaching there at the time under the late Woody Thomas. Those things, man, people don't realize, but that's big for the whole entire city. You got 2 guys that's Hall of Famers from the DPSCD. So that tells you how strong this league really is. And this year, I'm coming back with like 9 returning starters. We really solid. We've been doing a lot of, work on the off season. Things gonna be strong. We're looking forward to having a great season this year. I don't know where we ranked at, but, I know I got a couple of guys that will be going off to school, probably in January, and also they will be going off in June. So those things right there, it means a lot to me, man, when you get a couple of guys that, you know, everybody think the smaller schools don't do much, but we do a lot. We do a whole lot, and a lot of people don't realize what we doing. We doing what the bigger schools are doing, if not better. So with that being said, I got, you know, Jeremiah Gray, who's a 3-star, possibly a 4-star guy that's going to be going off to Cincinnati right now as a commitment. Then I got Mike Reed, the running back, he's returning. Marco Cabo, the wide receiver. Devon Reddy, he's a linebacker. Mike Jackson, a linebacker. And we got Devon Senetikar, he's a junior. He's going to be a solid quarterback. A lot of people don't realize it, but he's going to be something to be reckoned with. And people don't, you know, they don't know too much. You know, I always keep myself quiet. But we're going to be competing. And just as Amir Hodges, you know, he's a good tailback, linebacker. He's going to perform. So I'm looking at those guys doing well. Most of those guys got 3-point pluses. You know, I can't name them off and do things like that, but I'm more happy about the academic part. The most important thing about an athlete is really academics. You know, we don't stress that enough. We say who can do what, how they can do it, but when you got that guy with that 3.0, he's going to excel, or above, 4.0 kids too. You know, they're going to excel. And it ain't nothing against nobody else or nothing like that, but make sure you guys focus. Look at yourself every week. See where you at academically. Follow up on yourself for what you got to do to be a better student. And then everything else will fall and take place for itself, because you're an athlete already. It's just the other part, man, finishing up and being a successful person as far as in life and walking these, you know, streets, or being a community activist, or, you know, someone's CEO. And that's the thing you want to do and work at it that way. I ain't going to get too heavy-winded on this, man. I can keep going on and on and on, but I'm going to let some of these other guys get opportunities, and I'm glad to have you guys here, man. I'm proud of everyone. I'm looking forward to follow up and watch you guys, because I will be watching. Trust me, I get to help you guys along. I ain't the guy that just say, well, it's just Central. No, all you guys are my athletes. So I'm looking at that and making sure you guys get in the right direction. Thank you all.
Next, I would like to call Denby High School Coach Carr.
So good morning, everyone. I'm Coach Carr at Denby High School. I couldn't have said it better myself, Jimmy Macon. That's a great message to everyone, just about how, as men, it's not our responsibility for not only our team, but everyone here in the PSL. I'm a PSL graduate, played at Kettering High School, then went on to go play at Kentucky State University. One thing I wanted to do after I left college was to be a teacher and a coach. And right now, as I'm living my dream, I was telling my guys about a week ago, this is my NFL. This is what I wanted to do, to come back to Detroit and give back and help young men that grew up like I came up with the trauma, with the trials and tribulations, show them a different road. So I want to talk about my guys real quick. So first we'll talk about Dante Acra. He's a senior, he's a guard. He really gets us going up front. He's a kid that once he's playing on high cylinder, once he's communicating, once he's doing what he's asked, we're pretty dangerous up front. I want to talk about Demarion Pruitt. He's our linebacker, was a first-team All-City linebacker last year. He's a kid, hard-nosed kid, smart, intelligent kid. He's shown in off-season this year that he can do a lot for us on the offensive side. So we're super excited to use him as that fullback, the H-back, getting out there and doing a lot of different things. We also have Chris Mitchell, who's had a great offseason from playing basketball to football. He's coming off the ball better. His technique is better. He's using his hands better. And really, he's a leader for us up front. He's a kid who's been starting since his ninth grade year at Denby High School. We have Trayvon Contrell, who I feel like is a kid who's ready to explode. If there's a play that's going to be made, Trey's going to make the play. He's going to make the tackle. He's going to be in the right spots. He's a kid that a coach's dream. The next two guys are guys who are kind of our Denby stars or whatnot. Kenny McClinton, who's our Division I kid. He'll go down in Denby history as an all-time sack leader, which would be great for our program. These guys came to Denby High School and accepted the challenge for day one. We also have Chris Kendrick, who's our quarterback, who will also go down as an all-time leader passer in Denby High School history. So super excited for them guys. We lead from the front. Our program is based on our 4 core values, which are character, accountability, relationships, and respect. In Denby High School, we call it the Carr Way. So I appreciate everybody this year. Let's get out and play some good football, guys.
Thank you, Coach. In the coaches poll, who we have next, who we predicted to come in third, is Coach Prescott from CMA.
How y'all doing today? My name is Coach Prescott, first-year head coach at CMA. First and foremost, I just want to say thank you for having us here. We definitely appreciate all the guys who gave us support during the offseason. Like I said, I know last year our record was 0-9, right? This summer we put in a lot of work. This winter we put in a lot of work. Had a lot of guys who have been at CMA since the start, but just haven't got the recognition they deserve yet. So the reason I'm here is to give it to them. First, I'm gonna say our senior, starting safety, played sideline to sideline, Christopher Fulmore Jr. Last year, like I said, I know probably y'all didn't see his stats or hear about him too much, but this year, trust and believe, you'll hear him every week. It's a great guy. We have Denarius Gray, starting D lineman, 3.9 GPA, right? One of those guys who definitely gonna play D1 one day. Only a junior. Jaden Craig, freshman. Like I said, another guy, safety, nickel rover who can play everywhere, okay? We go to Kendall Blunt, backup quarterback, but has played a big role in this offseason, right? Also helps weigh our GPA up, got a 3.9 as well. And then, like I said, we got Karan Prescott. A lot of you have probably seen him on Instagram this year or seen him around, number one. Has 10-plus offers right now. Definitely going to be a D1 guy one day. So this year, one thing we want to be known for is playing fast, physical, technical, tough, right? A lot of people understand CMA wasn't the best program last year, but this year we put in all the work to make sure you guys see what we got coming up. Our assistant coaches, everyone who we have on staff has definitely been working hard to make sure we can do what needs to be done this season as far as winning and getting to that championship, hopefully. This year, like I said, we're definitely going to be a state playoff team. We got a lot of pieces to do it. We got a lot of guys to do it. We got a lot of people around us who are helping us, especially, like I said, people like Coach Carr, Coach BJ on the hallway, Harlan. They've definitely been a big instrument in helping us get to where we need to be this year. So with that being said, thank you. Thank you for having me.
According to the coaches poll, in fourth, we have Cody. I want to bring Coach Bryce to the stage.
Good morning, good morning. Coach Bryce, head coach Detroit, Cody. Just jump straight to it. I want to speak about a couple of my guys this year. 3 for me. These guys have been in the program for 3 years. Talk about Christian Kabil. He's a 3-year guy. Actually started as a 13-year-old, coming in as a freshman this year. I expect him to have a great season. He plays DB, receiver, 3.4 GPA. You got Karan Harper. He's a junior, 27 guy. He has 4.0 cumulative GPA. He's the anchor in our line, O-line and D-line, both sides of the ball. I expect him to have a great season. You got Anthony Ellis. He's also a junior. He has a 3.4 GPA. He's an athlete. He plays just about every position on the field for us, except for the O-line. He's a running back. He's just a utility guy, and he's going to make some big plays for us this year. You got those are our 27 guys, and heading up our seniors, you have Bryce Peoples. I expect him to have a great season. He's grown, stretched out a little bit. His body's changed. He's actually working hard. He's been working hard all season. He plays receiver for us, and safety. He really goes up and gets the ball when it's in the air on both sides of the football. We got Lamont McNabb. He used to be a 3-year starter at quarterback. He's been my quarterback since I've been the head coach. He's really bought into the system. He's grown a lot, throwing some really good footballs, making some great decisions, whether he needs to get out the pocket or he needs to throw the ball, get rid of it. He's definitely a leader in our program. We got Rashawn Chapman. He just transferred in from Georgia. This will be his first year in the program, but he plays linebacker, our hybrid position, rover, linebacker, inside guy, outside guy. Very physical, very fast, leader in our program. He's going to make an immediate impact. Then you have Marquise Williams, 3-year starter at running back. He's been a 1,000-yard back for the last he's been a 1,000-yard back, 1,000-plus yard back the last 2 seasons. I expect for him to go
we reach I expect for him to exceed those numbers this season. He's a leader in our program, our captain. He has about a 3.0. Go back to Rashawn. He has a 3.7 GPA. Marquise has a 3.3 GPA, and we just want to compete this season, make some noise, try to qualify for the States. Thank you all.
Thank you, Coach. Based off the polls, we have Persian, fifth. I'd like to call Coach Sewell up.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning. How you doing? My name is Ralph Sewell. I'm a Denby graduate, also a Central Michigan alumni. This is my 7th season, 1 championship appearance, 2 JV championships. Just want to talk a little bit about the state of Persian and what Persian is all about. Persian is a place that's sustainable, continue to build championship competitive culture to produce championship student athletes. That's what Persian mission is, and that's what Persian football is about right now. How do we do that? We teach and support culture within and outside the Persian community to promote and sustain positive and productive lives. That is something that we are living by and we feel like is our cornerstone. We use athletics as a vehicle to get students to Persian and use it as a vehicle to get people attention that is interested in that particular sport, but it's another mission that we like to promote, and that's what you heard there. We want to make sure our students are not only athletic and smart, but also productive citizens in the community that we live in, and also responsible citizens in the community we live in. How does that relate to Persian football? Last year, 7-3 team. All right, we made the state playoffs. We hosted a state playoff game where we lost. However, this year, we seek to build on that. We got some outstanding students that had a great camp season over the winter, as well as a camp season over the summer. And if you don't know now, we have a phenomenal student athlete. We think it's one of the best athletes in the state of Michigan, as well as in the nation, and that is Dejan Patterson. That's number 1 for us. He do a slew of things. We put him at wide out, running back, quarterback, wide receiver. Wherever we need to have production at, he could play. Right now, he is committed to Wayne State University. However, just picked up another offer from Grand Valley State. We think that will continue to go on as the season progresses. Outside of Dejan Patterson, we have another phenomenal athlete, and this guy name is Kenneth Porter. Kenneth Porter is an athlete just like Dejan. He's a guy that we could pretty much put anywhere, quarterback, running back, wide receiver. He also plays defensive back on the other side. He's a phenomenal athlete. He's a 2008 kid, putting that name out there because right now he had a great camp season. He's growing a lot of interest from the colleges. Also, he's a 4.0 student, so we expect a lot coming from Kenneth in the near future. In addition to Kenneth, we have a lineman, Caleb McCoy, big fella. We're expecting big things from him up front. Brought today a young man, he's a senior. He's a guy that's been playing football for us for 4 years. He's a development kid. I remember when I first saw this kid, he barely can, play football, barely can lace up his cleats. Right now, he had a great camp season. He's developed himself from hard work and dedication into a top receiver on our football team, and that is Chase Davenport. In addition to Chase Davenport, just want to mention one more person who will be our quarterback this year. He'll be serving a lot of purposes. He's been a guy that emerged this summer. His name is Darius Brown as our starting quarterback. He took over the job from a guy we did pretty well last year, but his competitiveness and his way of figuring out the system and navigating through our offense has helped him maintain the position that he got right now. I just want to say that Persian is a place that is evolving. There's a lot of cliches and a lot of things about what Persian used to be, but I'm standing here to tell you what Persian is today. It's a place that I would want to send my family, I would want to send my kids to get a quality education, and also to get a great experience of people in the community and how I impact my community. So just want to say we got a new place going up. If you haven't took a look about riding up and down 7 Mile and Ryan right now, the facility is phenomenal. They're building it up. I think they got 2 walls up right now. So we see the future. We're putting the substance down, so when the buildings are constructed and the building is already intact, we know what we're bringing inside our building, and that's a championship culture.
Based off the coaches poll, We have Frederick Douglas coming in at 7th. We have Coach Carter who's going to fill in, Assistant Coach Carter who's going to fill in for Coach Lynch.
Good morning. My name is Dwayne Carter, assistant coach over at Frederick Douglas High School, which is led by Robert Lynch. This is a little bit about myself. I've been around Detroit Public School for over 30 years. I started in 1994, coaching with Martin Luther King, and been around for a long time. We get right at it. Frederick Douglass is an all-boys academy. It's an all-boys school. We have great young men there. You know, most of them do good in class with good grades. I think on the football team, they averaged like a 3.1 last year. But we're gonna be led this year by wide receiver and defensive back Reginald Moses, who is a phenomenal kid and athlete. Cortez Triplet, who is our other wide receiver and safety, who played with us last year, who did a great job also. We're gonna be led by Nazir Briscoe, quarterback and linebacker and running back, who is a phenomenal athlete and he understands the game. We're always working to get better and we're building to get big. Thank you.
Next, I would like to call Osborne Coach McIntyre to the front.
Good morning. How you guys doing today? My name is Coach McIntyre. I was recently hired at Osborne last week. I'm a PSL guy. I grew up around Finney High School, went there from 2003 to 2007, won a city championship under Coach Elliott in 2007, went to Central State 1 year for school, left, ended up working at Chrysler right now. But as far as that, I'm looking to build on the program from Osborne last year. We have a very young team. We have good athletes, good students, and I'm just looking to change the narrative around there. I'm looking to make them play tough, fast, aggressive, physical. We have our star running back, Darius Kane, wearing number 0. He plays running back and linebacker. I'm expecting big things from him. We're gonna lean on him a lot, along with Elijah Carson, our center and nose tackle. Those guys are great students, 3-point plus GPA. They're gonna be the leaders of the team. We're gonna look to build around them, build up the program, and see the vision that I want from Coach Carr. I learned a lot from him. I scrimmaged him a lot. And when I was at Southlake High School, he taught me the way, and I'm just looking to improve Osborne, and let's try to get there to where Denby and the King and Casses are. Thank you.
Rounding off our gold division, I'd like to bring Coach Gibson from Northwestern High School.
Appreciate it. Good morning, everybody. Good morning. Coach Gibson, Detroit Northwestern High School. This is my 4th year there. Came up under the Jimmy Macon tree. Was his offensive coordinator in 2018 when we won cities back then. Just a little bit about Northwestern football. We're still pretty young. We have 4 seniors this year. Looking to do a lot of things with those guys, with this young team, building on this. They had a great summer practice. We have a couple guys here with me right now. We have Stephen Moore. He's here with the 4.0. Chris McCain has a 3.7, I think it is. Things like that. So we have guys up here with great grades. They're looking to do good things here. We're looking to change the narrative around Northwestern. Just looking to compete. That's all we're looking to do is compete and put our foot in the door again. Thank you for having me up here, and go Coach.
Again, I want to thank all of our coaches for coming up, taking a moment to speak to everyone. Next, I want to call Anika McEvans back to the front.
All right, so great job, coaches, because we're actually above schedule, so that means Jimmy Macon listened. And Ralph Sewell must have had notes before he got here, so he stayed on task. So Thank you for that. With this little bit of time, though, we talked earlier about what makes the PSL great. I don't know if you guys caught it, but if you didn't, I'm going to bring it up. Coaches, if you attended a PSL high school, can you stand up? Dang. So if you guys can get them a round of applause. And the reason I did that is we talk about legacy of the PSL. Please keep standing. We talk about NFL players. We talk about all of that. But all of these coaches attended PSL high schools, are Detroit born, Detroit raised, and their legacy is right here living it out, and they came back to the same neighborhoods to coach you guys. So not a lot of leagues can say that. So we talk about legacy, we talk about giving back, we talk about upstanding men, in particular upstanding black men. I'm so very proud to be a part of the PSL and to have all of these, colleagues that stand beside me. So thank you, gentlemen, again. With that, we're gonna go ahead and get dismissed or start dismissing the groups. So again, we can stay above schedule. So gold division teams, you guys can feel free to media if you want to catch them before they leave. We got about 15 minutes before the blue teams are going to transition. You can catch them anywhere behind the camera line. And then the gold division teams, you guys are going to transition to your hallway, some additional activities, and we'll be bringing in the blue division teams.
All right, so there you have it. That's Anika McEvans and Roy Steed leading the charge of the PSL. And that's the leaders of the gold. There you had it from 1 to 8, how the coaches see this all falling out. We'll list it for you shortly with a graphic, but for now it's Central leading the pack. 8-4 the Trailblazers last year, 9 returning starters. We'll get into that a little deeper with Jimmy Macon, followed by the Tars of Denby, followed by CMA, the Pharaohs, winless last year, yet picked 3rd. That's a telling tale. We want to know more about that. Cody 4th, Persian Doughboys 5th, Frederick Douglas 6th, Osborne 7th, and Northwestern 8th. All right, we're going to step aside, and we will have conversations with the head coaches and some of the stars of this city. Glad you're with us on a Monday, a humid, hot Monday in July. We're the Prep. Thanks for hanging.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure, steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
First, life gives us many. From buying your first car or first home to starting a business, Alliance Catholic Credit Union is here for you every step of the way. From checking and savings accounts and youth accounts to auto loans, mortgages, business needs, and financial planning. A full-service financial institution with over 70 years of experience. We're committed to serving your firsts, seconds, 50ths, and every day in between. Alliance Catholic Credit Union. Federally insured by the NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Veteran Center, a community that's rallied around this club, trying to go as far as they have in school history. A farming community that's turned into a suburban community. And Tungate turning the corner, watch out, 50, 45, and finally bumped out of bounds of the 42. Oh my. Gain of 28 on the play, unofficially. They knock him out of the 44 stick, and Tungate has just continued to be the man.
All I hear is Chris Berman in my head. Whoop! Whoop! He gets through the hole, 2 nice little cuts, and then he's got that speed to get around the outside. Good angle on the defense to cut him off, but not before he gets a huge gain. Tungate, we talked about it pregame, using his legs is something special out of that quarterback position.
He has been the only receiver in that first catch of the game. Left side, watch out. Darren Jones finds a hole. Right side, open space. He's going to go 10-5. Touchdown, Eaglets. 43-yard touchdown run for Darren Jones Jr., who got behind Antonio Johnson and the Eaglets' power 4 offensive linemen.
Yeah, Chad kind of stole my thunder on that. That's what I was going to point out. Look at him hide behind Antonio Johnson, number 54, and then all of a sudden pop out with a burst and just gone. Nobody is going to catch that young man except maybe Williams. That's the only guy on the field that was going to catch him.
St. Mary's, who turned it over 3 times last week. Here's a reverse. This is Gash, this burner, outside the numbers to the 40. Watch out. He's down the right sideline, 30, 20, and out at the... Did he stay on his feet? He did! Touchdown, Sam Gash! Sampson from 46 yards out, and they couldn't even touch him to get him out of bounds. Tiptoeing that sideline.
Good enough for a 46-yard
Yeah, you thought Reese Hurst had an opportunity at an angle because, you know, Reese Hurst got wheels on him too, but that just shows you the elite speed of Mr. Gash. I mean, he gets around this outside. There's one St. Mary's guy over there, period. All he had to do was beat him, and the rest is just a foot race.
Kamari Patterson and Reese Hurst couldn't do it. And, boy, just not enough force to get him out of bounds. Credit Samson Gash for staying in bounds.
Extra point is good.
They're showing blitz, and they're bringing it. Left side, picked off. The slant route's picked off by Owen Stark, and they'll never get him. 10-5 touchdown, Milford Mavericks.
And we talked about Giovannini having that experience, being able to be poised when the pressure is coming. And there you saw the blitz right up the middle. And Owen Stark, Johnny on the spot, just grabs it and takes it all the way down for the score. But that's what pressure will do to quarterbacks. Even if you are seasoned, look at that, right up the middle. That is tough.
A 48-yard interception return for a touchdown. And just covering that outside edge and territory.
Yeah, it's like he didn't even see Owen Stark kind of leaking out there just because of the pressure.
Running back to each side of Davis.
Ooh.
Pocket.
Ooh.
Looking, seam route. Got his man. Ciccarella. Touchdown Knights. Santino Ciccarella up the seam. 45-yard touchdown pass from Davis to Ciccarella.
I don't want to take anything away from the pass. I want to talk about this block right here by number 22. My goodness, Stacy comes in and puts him on the ground, giving his quarterback all the time in the world. If we got a slow-mo of that block.
Sometimes you got to make that extra pass or make that play outside to separate a little bit. Look out here.
Opportunity maybe for Plymouth Christian Academy. Man alone in the box. He has scored. Grant Raismeyer wants everyone to know his name and number.
Need to get down to the 2-yard line to convert. Fourth down and 13. Chris throws, picked off in the end zone. Watch out, Kalabri Hardy could go all the way. And the
Blazers have taken the lead. A 20-0 run. No flags. What? 100-yard interception return for a touchdown. And Central has flipped the script in Ford Field.
But there you see, I mean, that man Kendrick's been keeping his head down the field the whole time. This time he tries to throw it over the middle, and you called it before the play. You got to be careful around that man right there. He's got the hands, he's got the speed, he's been Mr. Everything on offense. Now he's Mr. Everything on defense. Welcome to the championship game, Mr. Hardy.
Second down 13 as we come down the wire in a first half that's had a lot going on. Zalkowski to the corner. That ball is caught! Hussein Hammy off an absolute dime from Scott Zalkowski.
This, the best throw he's made all night. He made a couple of beautiful throws on the last drive. You cannot throw that any better. Talk about a drop in the bucket. That is as good as you can throw that ball in the corner. And Hussein Hammy with a couple of massive drives here in the second quarter.
Eaglets going to the air. They need 7. Throw over the middle, and it's caught by Savory. A one-handed grab at the 45. And a big-time catch by the tight end, one of the highest touted in the state of Michigan.
If St. Mary's is able to hold on and win this game, that is the play of the game right there. One-handed, takes the massive hit, too, and is able to get the first down and keep this drive alive. That was an amazing catch.
Sweep right side, Noah Sanders. In space, watch out. 40, breaks a tackle. Inside the 30 on his feet, and he will go. Touchdown Groves. Noah Sanders from 50 yards out. And this game is tied.
The young man says, give me the ball again. Noah Sanders pretty much dominating that entire drive for Groves. And you look at this, watch number 1 here on the outside, a great crackback block, gives him the outside, and then just some missed tackles. St. Mary's, and look at Gatch all the way down the field at the 30-yard line, running his block into the ground. Great team football by Groves.
13th rushing touchdown of the year for Noah Sanders, the Toledo commit. Of course, the son of the Hall of Famer Barry Sanders. Extra point coming to tie this thing up. Division II semifinal. All right, welcome back to the Randolph Technical Center. There you saw our top 10 plays of the year in football. And some of those playmakers coming from this very PSL. Welcome back to PSL Media Day 2025. It's now time to go to the podium and meet the Blue coaches. And let's go to the podium now to PSL Program Associate Roy Steed.
Welcome back up. Coaches, can I have everyone's attention? Coaches, players, I'd like to invite all of our coaches up to the stage, please. Can I have all our coaches report to the front, to the stage? No, you can just sit where you like. As our coaches report to the stage, this is part of it. I'm going to talk about our blue division. We also took a poll with this division as well. Rounding off, as the coaches started off, they had a poll. Cass Tech was predicted to finish first in the blue division, and at this time, I'd like to call Coach Marvin Rushing up.
All right, good morning, everyone. All right. First and foremost, as always, I'd like to send greetings from my principal, my leader, my boss, Lisa Phillips, and I can't appreciate her more for entrusting me to lead our program. I want to send greetings from our athletic administration, Tanya Woodard, Steve Hall, our athletic coordinators. I want to thank Jay Alexander and his team, Jay, Anika, Erica, Roy, Jamar, for putting on this opportunity for our kids to highlight themselves and show the world what DPS football is all about. So it's an honor being here with my coaches to my left and my right and those others in the other room right now. They do God's work every day. They give it their time. They give it their time with their families to give back to our communities and make better men to make our communities better. So, fellas, I couldn't be more blessed to be up here with you guys. So I'm joined today. Shortly, I'll have Corey Sadler Jr. up here, senior athlete for us. He'll be making his commitment on August 15th. He's down to 4 schools, Michigan, Maryland, Colorado, and North Carolina. He's an All-American candidate. I got number 2 with me, Damari Hendricks, junior running back, team captain. He was our only team captain last year for every game. We made team captains throughout the week based on their work ethic, based on what they delivered to the program. Damari Curley represents everything we want our young men to be about. His nickname, we call him Mr. Quorum, after Blake Quorum, because he does everything right off and on the field. 3.0 grade point average. Next to him, we got number 5, Will Sykes Jr. He's a senior athlete, has multiple offers, Ferris State, Youngstown, Southern Mississippi. He's a utility knife, you know, and like we got him to figure out, he's Batman as well. So you're gonna see him make a lot of plays this fall. Number 6, Marcus Jennings is joining us, senior linebacker, safety. Be playing both of those positions for us. 3.0, committed to Pitt, only 16 years old. His best football is ahead of him. Number 8, love that number. Number 8, Don Tabron, the second, our quarterback. Sophomore, great young man, gonna be playing golf this spring for us. I'm interested in watching you play golf. Think you'll excel at that as well. Fabulous on and off the field. Without him, we wouldn't have the success we had last year. And then last but not least, we got the Gooch, Khalif Candy Jr., senior, committed to Missouri. He's the first guy off the bus for us, because you want the guy to be the first off the bus to set the tone. He's a tone setter. So last year we went 12-2. Started off with a little bit of adversity at 2-2. Really got to give a shout out to one of my coaches, my coach of culture, Brandon Jackson, the Omega man. Came day with our great day mindset. And the kids know every day is a great day on 2nd Avenue. Great day stands for G, the grit and the grind. R is resilience. E is effort. A is attitude that determines your altitude. T is today. We're going to do what we need to today. You get today is determination, it's ambition, and it starts with who, gentlemen? You. So they have to be great day every day. We got a saying that's leading us this year. Last year, our saying was, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. We proved that works, that old African proverb. One of our things this year, 2024 paychecks don't pay 2025 bills. So what we did last year doesn't matter. It's about what we're going to do this year. So we're trying to stay hungry and humble. And with that, we're looking forward to having a great game against Toledo CC, August 29th at the Prep Kickoff Classics, sponsored by Amazon. A tremendous opponent, tremendous opportunity for us to highlight what Michigan football is all about, but more importantly, what DPS, PSL football is all about. Thank you. Great day.
Thank you, Coach. Next in the poll, we have Martin Luther King. I'd like to welcome Coach Patrick to the stage.
Thank you to the DPS Office of Athletics for having us today. And thank you to my counterparts and colleagues up here, these coaches. It is a different type of work and a different type of sacrifice. So regardless of the records, regardless of the output on the field, all of these gentlemen should be looked at and held in a very high standard. I know personally how much time away from things that you're committed to, like family. You're literally splitting your family time in half to help these young men, and that's huge. And that's really huge, especially in our communities where we need more impressionable black men to lead our black young men. So it is God's work, and I want to kind of expound on what Coach Rushing said. That's really huge for these guys to be given that type of time. In regards to last year, I was extremely pleased with my football team, but extremely disappointed in myself. We had 2 championship games, and we weren't prepared. I can deal with losing on Friday. I can't deal with losing on Monday through Thursday, because Monday through Thursday, that's my job. Friday is the kids' job. And I believe we lost 2 games on Monday through Thursday, and 2 championship games at that. So a lot of the things, it was the chemistry of the prior coaching staff was great, and we saw the results of that with the amount of championships that we were able to win with the balance between Coach Spencer and myself. And I don't think that I fully replaced the contribution. It was going to be hard to replace it anyway, but I don't think we did a good enough job replacing the contributions and preparation that we got from Coach Spence. So with that being said, I've had to kind of look at things from an introspective level, and kind of starts with me. So I can live with a loss, but I cannot live with the lack of preparation. And those things will be different. We're going to make a difference on the outcome. We shall see. But I can guarantee you that no one will out-prepare us on Monday through Thursday, whether it's from a weight, strength, and conditioning standpoint, whether it's from a film, scouting reports. It can't happen again where we're playing on a big stage against what I would think a team that we're more talented than, and they out-prepared us in the state championship game. We're also out-prepared in the city championship game as well. So those are the big things that we're working on. I am excited. I think every year, once you do this for so many years, this is year 16 with me being on the sideline at King, and every now and then you get a feeling just based on the kids. And I got that feeling this year because I think I got a special group of kids. But it doesn't matter what I think. It matters what we prove. So today we got Michael Dukes. Mike is committed to Rutgers University, about a 6 foot, 200-pound running back, well over a 3.0 GPA. We got Jaden Wyndham with me. Jaden is committed to the University of Cincinnati. He plays safety. I got Greg Keller with me. Greg is committed to Grand Valley. He's another multi-year starter on the defensive line. I got Deshaun Willer with me. Deshaun actually had to fill in for Jonathan Slack in 2022 and started at right tackle in the state championship game against Muskegon. So he's another 4-year kid. And then I got B3, Christian Wheeler, with us as well. This is his 3rd year starting that linebacker for us. So we should be good up the middle. Whenever you're good up the middle, you know, the interior, the offensive and defensive line, quarterback, running back, safeties, you usually can have a good football team. And then when you mix that with certain things that we're changing this year and certain expectations that we have on the kids, I'm expecting us to fulfill whatever our full potential is. If that full potential is 12-2, 13-1, 14-0, whatever that full potential is, I think it's my job to get these kids to get to their full potential this year. So definitely excited. It is not an easy task. It's probably one of the most difficult schedules in the Midwest. We play 2 top 10 teams in Ohio. One is ranked probably number 8 and number 9 with Toledo Whitmer. And then we go from Toledo Whitmer to Akron Hoban, who's ranked in the top 30 nationally. And I also believe that Cass Tech is ranked in the top 30 or 40 nationally this year as well. So when you possibly have, you know, 5 opponents that's going to be ranked either top in the state or top 50 nationally, and then you end the year with Catholic Central. So our work is cut out for us, but I'm excited, very excited for the challenge. And then you also have, you know, good teams like De La Salle coming down to Division III this year. You got River Rouge under new leadership in Division III this year. So it's going to be a tall task, but I believe myself and the kids are up for the challenge, and I'm looking forward to it this year. Thank you.
Placed third in our polls, we have Renaissance, and I'd like to welcome Coach Ed to the front.
Good morning, everybody. Again, quick shout out to all my coaches up here. Y'all do a phenomenal job. Again, the time and effort y'all put into these young men it can't be matched. So just continue to keep doing what you're doing. Shout out to Cass Tech, man. Congratulations on winning the state championship. Shout out to King for getting to the state championship. Again, y'all continue to raise the bar. So we continually trying to get there. So again, congratulations. I love the way y'all play football. Keep it up, man. Keep us reaching to get where y'all at. Last year we went 4-5. We only graduated one senior, so we're looking to be much better this year. Got a lot of young guys returning. Been working pretty hard. So we're excited to show people what we got. I brought 2 4-year guys with me today, Keon Boone and Aaron Williams. They the head of the monster, quarterback in the center. So everything we do will be directly correlated with them. Got another senior with me today, Deshaun Shaver, who'll be playing linebacker, DN, guard, tight end, filling in everywhere we need him to. So we expect big things out of him. I got a fantastic freshman with me, Jakari Hill. We expect him to make a lot of plays. Again, we're just looking to be competitive. Our goal is to get over the hump this year. Get over 500, make the state playoffs, hopefully win a few games. It's been a long road, trying to get Renaissance back to where it used to be. So we just continuing to try to change the culture each and every day, taking it one day at a time. I see y'all on the football field. I appreciate everything y'all do.
In our polls, we have Southeastern placing 4th, and I'd like to invite Coach Dinkins to the front.
Good morning. Like everyone said, I like to take my hat off to these gentlemen up here on the stage. We spend a lot of time away from our families, molding young men to be better men, so they can be great adults. Thanks to Anika, Jay, Roy, for doing the things you do, helping us out, being there for us when we need y'all from a downtown aspect. As far as football-wise, we went 4-5 last year. First time I had a losing season in a couple years, so it didn't make the state playoffs. But I had a young team, a team full of freshmen and sophomores last year. I only graduated 3 seniors. Same with this year. I have 3 seniors on my team this year, so I'm going to be led by a couple of sophomores and juniors. So we're going to be okay. We're going to be exciting to watch. It's going to be fun to watch, but we're going to make a lot of young mistakes, which is going to happen with a young team. So with me today, I brought a quarterback / defensive back, Sherman Neely. He started at quarterback last year as a freshman. He was just thrown in the fire from playing running back in Little League to quarterback. He did a great job for us, getting us to those 4 wins. Also, I brought All-State running back Khalil Hayes. Khalil's going to be a junior this upcoming season. Looking for him to do better than last year. Trying to do All-City, All-State performance again. Offensive line is going to be led by Antonio Hall, who's going to be a senior, and Jordan Moore, who will be a sophomore. So again, we looking to be exciting on 30-30. Like I said, King and Cass set the bar high, so we're just going to try to follow suit. One day, we're going to be hosting a trophy over at 30-30. Thank you.
Placing 5th in our poll, we have Henry Ford. I'd like to invite Coach Casey to the front.
Good morning, how y'all doing? Coach Casey, Detroit Henry Ford. We finished 5-4 last year. We just missed the state playoffs. Pretty much my whole team coming back. We lost 2 kids to graduation. We just I want to also take a second to kind of give a moment of silence to one of our fallen brothers, Coach Mark Lindsay. Okay, I just want to give a shout out to all the coaches that's up here, man. The time and dedication and effort that goes into each kid on a personal level every day, whether it's mentoring, whether it's being a big brother, father, uncle. Most of us, if not all of us, are all products of the PSL. We came from grit, grind, and we just show we battle every day. We battle every day, whether it's classroom, whether it's on the field, whether it's in life. So I commend each and every person that shows up every day for these kids and their programs. Today I brought with me my returning starters from last year. Karan Trevick played my right tackle, class of 27. Caden Dent, quarterback, number 2, class of 27. Tyler Davis Hamilton, class of 28, all city, all region. Class of 27, number 3, Greg Pope, Arkansas, Offer, all city, all region. And then I got my incoming freshman, Tremel Gladney, number 9, athlete. I just want to take the time to say thank you to all the DPS CD staff. They make everything happen for us. They one call away. As soon as we call them, they make it happen. So I want to shout out to y'all, appreciate y'all, and thank y'all for everything that y'all do for us.
Coming in 6th in our poll, we have East English Village, and I'd like to welcome Coach B.J. Sims to the front.
Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? How y'all doing, everybody? So I'm extremely excited and grateful to be here. I want to thank Jay Alexander and Lionel Williams for just selecting me to lead this school, community, and this team. Dog. East English Village is the Bulldogs. So we take the big word of dog. Determination, attitude, will, and grit. With that being said, I'd just like to say I brought an exceptional group of young men here with me today. Tyreek Malone, senior leader, 3.8 GPA. Just an outstanding young man. On and off the field, he's been a leader since I got there. Malachi Lowe, AKA the Honey Badger. He's just been a dog, an intense player, an intense student, an intense person. Keelan Thorns, wide receiver, just moved from Florida. He's just been a bright light on our community. Great kid with a great personality. And Leslie Bronner, AKA Trey, 9th grader, incoming 9th grader. He's gonna be our quarterback in the future of East English Village and Detroit football. A great player with athletic ability. I think he's gonna be an All-American one day. I'm just like the rest of the coaches. I just wanna thank all the coaches. People don't know the time and the effort that it takes to actually be a football coach and a mentor. I think mentorship is the part where everybody kind of forget about to say that we actually mentors in these young men's life. And I want to thank you coaches for being a mentor even to me in my life. So thank you.
Coming in 7th, we have Mumford High School, and I'd like to welcome Coach Dre to the front.
Well, good morning. I'm glad to be back in the PSL. I've been gone for 2 years. My intention was to come back and be an assistant. The former coach, Will and Michael, had got sick, and they asked me if I would take the realm and be the head coach of Mumford, and I obliged. I brought 5 young men with me, seniors, Lamont Dexter, John Mills, Xavier Beam, Nate Bennett, and Herman Hearns. Those young men have been leading this program since the day I showed up on December the 2nd. I'm thinking, well, I know we're gonna be better than we were last year. They're working hard, they putting in the effort, they putting in the know, and we gonna come out, we gonna fight. That's all I know. I don't know anything else. We gonna build from the ground up, and that's what we're doing. Thank you.
Rounding off the division, I'd like to call Coach Webster from Western International.
All righty. I got a bunch of different personalities that's running around in me right now. The father, the coach, the person I am inside, and he didn't mention it, but we were picked last. So my colleagues, who I love, who are always positive to me, picked us last. And I'm okay with that, because that gives us opportunity to change the narrative. Western is in Southwest Detroit. We have like tens of thousands of Little League football. Unfortunately, it's soccer. We don't have Little League football in Southwest Detroit. So a lot of times when our kids come to us, it's the first time they're getting to see American football. That being said, my kids got commitment. They commitment to their character, they show up. If you play it against them, we don't quit. No matter what it is, what the score is, they play to the end. Can't teach that. That's in them, and it remains in them. We have been working out. We got 4 kids who, what I would say is the reason that we're gonna have a program this year, who showed up continuously. Work, got better. 2 of them that are with me that I'm gonna mention are the Middlebrook brothers, DeMonte and Devontae, DBs and the wide receivers. 2 years ago, we called him Baby. He came, he was an 8th grader, showed up every day for the whole summer. Now he's a junior, and now we got his little brother, who's an 8th grader, who's showing up every day. So I can almost say, and I know we're being very structured and nice right now, but I can say some of y'all gonna get it. Renaissance, Mumford, who think we're talking to Cass. But some of y'all gonna be very surprised with the product we put out there. We're gonna work, and we're gonna know what we're doing, and we're gonna compete. So that's the beginning of our program.
All right, PSL football at its best. I was waiting on somebody to lay it on down. So just like I did earlier, I do want to take a moment to ask of my coaches up here now, how many of you played PSL football or attended a PSL school? If you could stand up, please. Athletes, I think your coaches deserve a round of applause. We talked earlier about the PSL and what makes the PSL special, and we talked about legacy. And if I look to my right and I look to my left, in one of the top divisions, not just in Detroit, not just in the state of Michigan, but in the country, consistently, and you look at the fact that they all not only coached in the PSL, but they played in the PSL, that speaks volumes. I want to thank each and every one of you, not only for coaching, not only for coming back, but for the work that you do every day. I am extremely honored to work in this district as a PSL grad myself, okay? I worked in other districts before, best time of my life right now, watching you guys play and continue this legacy. So young men in the seats, after your NFL dreams are over, because they come to the end for everybody, if you're not an NFL player, after your college dreams are over, or whatever it is, wherever it is that life takes you, I want you to remember this moment right here and look at the coaches that stood before you, and hopefully you'll join us as well. Hopefully I'll be retired by then, but hopefully you'll join us as well and be up here as a coach. So thank you, gentlemen. Thank you to the media. Thank you to athletes. We're going to transition to the second part of our program. And so what's going to happen is, members of the media that are here, you're going to have one final opportunity to do any one-on-ones with any coaches or athletes that you missed earlier. That's going to be in the glass room across the hallway, the media room. So we're going to release the following teams and coaches will go to the media room first. That will be Cass, King, Osborne, Denby, Central, and Persian. You guys, after we release, are gonna go across the hall to that glass room. Again, media, you catch anybody in that group that you missed, and everybody will filter through there, so before you leave, you'll have that. The teams Southeastern, EEV, CMA, Cody, Douglas, and Northwestern, you guys are gonna stay in here to begin your one-on-one interviews with the prep. By the way, this entire PSL Media Day is being broadcast live through our partners at the prep. Coaches have the link. We'll make sure we share it out. You guys will not only be able to view it live if your parents are home now, but you'll be able to go back and catch the broadcast later. So thank you to our partners with the prep. It is live. Step to the side. We also, in the back, Mumford and Henry Ford are gonna release our cornhole challenge in the corner. It's gonna be a fun day today. We're gonna get some live footage of these challenges, and we're gonna get some good social media clips for our games of the week, which is gonna be a new feature this year in the PSL. Everybody will have a game of the week this year. It's gonna be broadcast. It's gonna be celebrated. So it starts right here today with those challenges. So athletes, hope you brought your good toss arms. Some of you are gonna release to Renaissance and Western are gonna release to the hallway to the left for our putt-putt golf challenge. So there's gonna be some challenges over there as well. So members of the media, again, thank you so much for coming and supporting the PSL. We look forward to seeing you all season. I know my guys are great media interviews, but if there's anything you need that you didn't get today, let me know and we'll get you set up on site. So thanks again, coaches. You guys can release with your athletes, and let's have a good rest of our day.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Welcome back to PSL Media Day 2025. My name is Chad Bush, and we're going to run through some of the top programs in the state. And everybody's got a name, a face, and a story, and we're going to try to put all that together today. And Detroit Southeastern, the Jungleers, who finished 4-5 last year under head coach Courtney Dinkins in his 9th year is what he's approaching. And he's joined by his all-state returning running back, Khalil Hayes, the junior, the rising junior. It's a very young team. And, Coach Courtney, we'll start with you. I know you've had a good offseason. Tell us a little bit about the program. Year number 9 in this league, the PSL. A proud Chadsey grad you are. Tell us about the outlook this year.
We should be exciting to watch this year. I'm returning basically everybody on my team from last year. Linemen, we're going to be better. Last year, we did the first game of the season. We just put a line together the week before the game. So we're not worried about that this year. We're going to open things up a little bit more, like some quarterbacks returning, so we're not going to be as bland, so it's going to be really exciting this year. So I'm not going to predict a record for the season, but I will say we're going to be making a push to go to the state playoffs to get us back on the plan in November and late October.
And that's been a place that you guys have recited as in the playoffs.
Yeah.
I mean, that's kind of been the standard at Southeastern since the Bart Scott days and back when. So it's a fine tradition, we know, and you've got some NFL alums. Mm-hmm. Talk about some of the top alums that have been a part of this program.
So right now, we go back Bart Scott, as you said. You have John Hankins, I'm sorry. You also have Will Golston. You go back further than that. You just had some great guys that went to Southeastern. Great tradition. It's a lot of pride over there, for the most part. Some of the guys come back and give back whenever we get a chance to, but, they have a busy schedule with the NFL, so we kind of cross paths every now and then whenever we get a minute. I know one of the guys that I actually coach now, Cameron May. Cameron is a starting offensive tackle now at San Diego State. He graduated a couple years ago, went to Howard, and transferred. So he's out to San Diego State right now, starting. I have a couple of the guys in the Division IIs around the country that's doing very, very well. So within my 9 years of being, in the program, I'm proud to say that, all the kids that want to go to somebody's college have went to college, and they're doing well, even as young men in the world today.
And we know you've got a quarterback that can do multiple things in young Neely, but it all starts with the run game. As we shift to the young man to your right, Khalil Hayes, all-state a season ago, just a rising junior. Tell us about your excitement level as you enter your junior campaign.
Well, for this year, I'm really excited because last year, our team was a little, unprepared a little bit. And this year I feel like we're just more prepared going into the season, and I feel like we're going to have a good year this year.
Yeah, and as you have older guys, right, you have guys that understand how to prepare a little better and guys that understand the league a little bit. What have you noticed at what makes you great as a running back? What is your one thing that you feel, man, I'm better than most people at this, and it helps?
I'll probably say my speed, because that goes into power and things of that nature, and just the guys around me.
Yeah, that's nice. What kind of speed you got?
Yeah, I'm fast.
Fast?
Yeah,
okay.
I'm fast.
All right. Can we put a number to it on air or no? Not ready to do that yet. 4.5, 4.9, 4.1, somewhere in there?
Yeah, somewhere in there.
All right, cool. Well, we got a range. That's all I can ask for is a range.
Yeah.
Well, listen, man, we're pulling for you. We hope you have a great campaign. 1,000-yard rusher, again, another all-state performance. We know you got a great team. Thanks for joining us. All the best.
Thank you.
All right, there he is. That's Khalil and Coach Courtney. Coach, thanks so much. All the best. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us. Appreciate you.
You bet. That's the Southeastern Jungleers. More to come as we get into this PSL Media Day a little deeper. A good start by the Jungleers. Watch out. Watch out. They're coming over 500 this season. Back with more after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
My dad and my grandfather are officials. I've grown up around officials and seeing how much they enjoy being part of the games. As a student athlete, I've always appreciated the people out there who are willing to give back to the kids. The Legacy program lets me officiate while I'm still in high school, working younger kids' games. Officiating gives me a better understanding of the game. I get to make some pretty good money for a high school kid, and I even get to spend some quality time with my dad. There's help wanted. Just whistle.
Welcome back to the Technical Center. Boy, the Technical Center feels so formal here. The Rogers Technical Center. My name is Chad Bush. We are the Prep live streaming PSL Media Day, and we've got our friends from East English Village. The Bulldogs are in the house, and they're under their first-year head coach, B.J. Sims, who's got has had a lot of success in Metro Detroit. Of course, had some success at Belleville, and has roots in the Detroit Public School League as well. He's got a freshman up here, and when you bring up a freshman and he's a quarterback, you know, that's something to look at twice. And Leslie Bronner III promises that folks are going to look at him twice and a third time this year. We'll get into him in a moment. Let's get to the Bulldogs. East English Village, B.J. Sims, recently hired as the head coach. Take us through the process, why you took the job, what you like about Bulldog Country, and how excited you are about this year.
Took the job just because it's in my community, over where I lived and where I grew up, was raised. So I kind of felt like it was my duty to take the job. I got in there and just kind of fell in love with the kids, the energy, the attitude, just walking through the building. I was totally blown away by the kids and the community.
And look, there's a lot of good bones at East English Village, and there's a lot of great history. A lot of folks may not know all the history, but I know that's something you probably want to instill in these young men that you're bringing in. Have you talked a lot about the history and what's been done here in the past?
Definitely. We talked about just reinstituting the culture that Coach Rod Oden laid when he was there, and just carrying that and taking that to the next level. I told him it's a 12-year school, and I think they got about 12 pros in 12 years, and that's a crazy number. But I do believe that the talent never left. Just the culture just needs to be re-solidified, and we can go from there.
Tell us a little bit about the brand of offense that we're going to see out of East English Village. I know you've got an offensive mind, not offensive, offensive mind. And tell us about what the fans can expect from the Dogs.
Just a lot of excitement, fast pace, hard hitting. We're gonna run the football. This is Michigan. You got to run the football in Michigan to win. So we are gonna run the football, and I believe this extraordinary young man next to me is gonna do a great job when it comes to throwing.
All right, well, without further ado, let's hand the man the mic, and let's hear from Leslie Bronner III, a freshman. Tell us about you. What should we know about you, sir?
I mean, I can show you better than I can tell you, so I ain't got too much to say about that.
Yeah. Well, tell us about what you know about your teammates. You guys have been throwing the ball around this summer, and you've got an idea of what you got as teammates. Are they good guys? You having fun with them? Can they catch the ball? Are they dropping your ball? Is it too hot for them? What's the summer been like?
I mean, I got a lot of dogs on my side, so I'm not really worried about that. It's like, I'm not worried about that. I know my receivers going to do what they got to do. They're going to catch it. They drop it next play. So that's all I got to say.
Are you dual threat? Are you straight passer? Do you like to run more? What kind of skill set do you have?
I'm a dual threat, so I can run the ball, I can pass it, whatever you name it. I can line up at receiver. I can do whatever you name it. So like I said, I can show you better than I can tell you.
He said he could line up at receiver. I'm sure some coaches heard that, and they might. I could suspect you get out at receiver. What's your height?
I'm 6'1.5".
Okay, that's good size. And you're a young man. 14?
15.
15. Okay, that's young. You got more growing to do. That's fun. What do you like about Coach Sims and the system?
I mean, my coach, he's a wonderful coach. He showed me a lot so far when I've been in the program since he got here. He's showing me like more. I ain't really play football. He's showing me like he gave me the love for football to actually pursue my dreams to continue with my career.
It's awesome, man. All the best to you, your team, and we'll be watching. It's a young, talented team, and I know there's a lot more behind you and the Bulldogs behind you as you see right now. So all the best. Thanks so much, Coach. Thanks for joining us. Leslie, third. Good luck, man. Thanks so much. All right, more to come from the Bulldogs. But you heard just a little bit to know that they're going to be interesting. Come on back to know more stories in the PSL right after this. Your Catholic faith, it's at the core of who you are, what you do, and the decisions you make. At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we make your faith and finances work together. From home needs to business needs, from school to retirement, we've got the financial well-being of our Catholic community covered. Visit us today and see how your faith and finances can work together. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, hit me up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we can get it, there's no hesitation.
lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Welcome back to the PSL Media Day 2025. My name is Chad Bush, and the Pharaohs are in the house. Communication, Media, Arts, CMA, and we're joined by Coach Prescott and Karan Prescott. Alonzo Prescott, we'll start with you, head coach first year.
Sure.
Look, this team 0-9 last year, winless. You're picked third in this league, despite being winless last year.
Yeah.
That's another interesting story. Talk about that. Why are you ranked third after you went winless last year? That tells us you must have something this year in that back pocket. What do you got?
Yes, sir. A lot of kids are willing to work hard, right? This offseason, I wanted to make sure I focused on, building the right structure. Okay, so when it came to 7-on-7 or any other days we had like that, I wanted to make sure we were playing the toughest teams and then showing not only that we can compete, but we can beat the toughest teams.
Yeah.
Right? Like I said, Karan Prescott definitely had a great year this year as far as the offseason goes. Earned a lot of respect from a lot of teams. Our safeties, our quarterback, right? Everyone definitely showed they can play, and they can play with the best.
Tell us a little bit what we can expect offensively. Karan, who we'll get to in a moment, is one of your wide receivers. Somebody's got to be throwing him the ball. You must like the pass game, I can imagine. Let's start there. What can we expect to see in the air?
Yeah, so this year we definitely want to start fast, right? So a lot of touchdowns in the air, a lot of offensive yards as far as moving the ball downfield, especially our quarterback working the ball to each receiver. Biggest goal we had this year was making sure each receiver touched at least 1,000, right? And I know that's a big, bold goal, but with the guys we have and the team we have, is definitely achievable.
Okay, let's talk to Karan. And Karan, talk about your offseason, what it's been like, the shift in culture, and what this new feeling feels like. What can you describe?
Well, I transferred to CMA, and at first, it was new. So I came here, everybody worked hard, the team worked hard. We went to 7-on-7. We played schools like Denby, Osborne, East Point, and we started shaky, but then it started smoothing out, and we started winning, we started beating teams, and then, yeah.
Starting to feel the confidence.
Yeah, it feels like a team now.
Yeah. What kind of offensive structure do you see that's this year that is new and exciting for you as a offensive playmaker and your teammates?
Well, this year we have a lot of options. I'm not the only good receiver on the team. We have me. We have guys like Rob, Slim. They're not here right now, but you're going to see during the season. We have running backs that will open up the pass game. We have a dominant line, and our offense just looks great overall.
Outstanding. Well, we're excited to watch the Pharaohs 2025 version. We know it's a new chapter, and it's going to be a lot of fun to follow you guys. So we appreciate you coming today. No problem. Thanks so much.
No
All right,
problem.
we appreciate it. There they are. A hand for the Pharaohs and their leader in his first year, Alonzo Prescott and Karan Prescott. Back with more from PSL Media Day 2025 right after this.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk it. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
My time to shine. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here. All right, the Cody Comets are up next. 4-5 last year, but the guys in green from the west side got something to say this year, and their third-year head coach, Darnell Bryce, joins us now alongside Lamont McNabb, their senior quarterback coach. Let's start first with the offseason and how things have gone and how you feel coming into year number 3.
First, thanks for having us. Year 3 is going to be amazing for us. The guys have been working extremely hard from January to now. We've been working extremely hard throughout the course of the summer. We've pushed them. We pushed their limits a bit. So, and they've succeeded. They've met our challenges. So I think they're going to be good. They're going to work. They work for it.
What's some of the new things that we can expect to see, either offensively or defensively, that folks will be a bit surprised when they see the Comets come on the field?
Our defense is we totally revamped. I hired a new coordinator, defensive coordinator, with a lot of experience. We got some guys. He brings an edge, and the guys on defense, they have a bit of an edge too with them. They're bringing it with them, a chip on their shoulder.
And then offensively, you want to control the game, and you like the guy in the seat in between us to do that.
Absolutely. With him and with Lamont and running back Marquise Williams, a 26 guy. He's probably got 3,000 yards in 2 seasons. So we want to build on our running game and add it with our passing game too as well.
Christian Cabell, right, is that gentleman?
Yes, sir.
You spoke of. Let's talk to a young man here, Lamont McNabb. It's a quarterback name, no doubt. So let's start there. That helps. What kind of quarterback are you? How would you describe yourself to folks that are just seeing you or meeting you for the first time?
I would say I'm more of a pass protector type of guy. I'll run if I have to, but I'm willing to make the pass if it's there.
Yeah. What kind of connection do you have with your receivers and your offense? And, as a quarterback, it's not just the receivers. It's the quarterback. It's the center. It's the timing.
Yeah.
How has the timing been this offseason?
With the 7-on-7s we had, I feel like our connection been good, making the right passes, making the right reads, doing what I have to do to get the dub or make touchdowns.
You guys will open the season against East English.
Yes.
Nothing like starting the year off with a bang, going against the folks that are picked to be right around the same spot in the polls. Tell us about that game. Tell us how important it is to you and what that game looks like right now.
My first game as I'm a senior, hoping to come out with a dub and just do what it takes to win.
All right. Well, all the best this year. We'll be following you, and we know the Comets are coming this year.
Yes, sir.
It's a different kind of energy. Coach, thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you.
And we're back with more as we roll on. PSL Media Day 2025.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
What rhymes with great?
Participate.
Where does greatness start? Here, in the classroom. On the diamond.
In the pool. On the field.
Where will your greatness take you?
To better grades.
To more friends.
Yeah!
Be great.
Participate!
Welcome back. It's time now for a hurricane. Frederick Douglas, the all-boys school of the PSL, joins us now. Dwayne Carter's here, good enough to join us. He's an assistant coach, but obviously one of the head leaders, and he's a spokesperson today for Frederick Douglas. He got up there on the mic. He says, look, I'm here to represent this school. What is this school all about, and what has the offseason been about, Coach?
Well, the offseason is a small school, so the offseason is kind of hard for preparation because most of our kids are dual athletes. Most of them play basketball, run track, so most of them, dual, and like I said, dual athletes. So it's been, competitive. They always pretty much keep their body in shape because, like I say, it's a small school, and pretty much all of them play all the sports.
Yeah, and that's an advantage at times,
yes.
right?
Yes.
And we did cover the Hurricanes in basketball in the
yes.
prep back in the winter as well. You remember that? Did you watch that? All right, my man. Hey, you're on it. You're on the team. Okay, good.
Yes. Right.
So we know that as a small school, though, you know everybody's got to play something, right? Every season. That helps, doesn't it?
Oh, yes. Oh, yes.
Do you have kind of a communication with the other sports, with the other coaches that, hey, look, how's he doing?
Oh, yes. We have a great family, ethnic family over there. All the coaches seem to, work together. The athletic director is Pierre Brooks, so
sure.
He want to make sure all programs are good.
Mm-hmm.
So
especially that basketball program.
Yeah, I guess that comes first in his book.
Hey, you said that. I didn't.
Yes, sir.
You get yourself in trouble here.
That's all right.
I've been
knowing Mr. Brooks for a long time. So
I bet.
Back when he was at Martin Luther King. So
okay.
I've been knowing Brooks for a long time.
Awesome.
Great relationship.
Good deal. Nazir Briscoe joins us now, and Nazir is a quarterback and linebacker, which is always a dynamic combination. Says you're a pretty tough guy as a quarterback. Not all those quarterbacks are tough. You must be tough, huh?
Pretty tough. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Tell us about your game and tell us about your team and what the Hurricane Football Club's going to look like.
This year, the Hurricanes Club football is going to look like a lot of discipline. And we got that confidence in this.
Where does that confidence come from? What's led up to this point?
Our brotherhood and our connection that we have. With us being a small school, everything is just like our chemistry is automatically there.
Yeah. And you play basketball as well?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we covered you. Did you have fun in that game?
Yes, sir, I did.
Yeah, okay. Good deal. What position in basketball were you?
Small forward.
Okay. How many points did you score?
I don't remember.
Okay, doesn't matter, right? You played well. I love it. What can we expect as an offense, as the quarterback? What kind of things are you seeing that are working well?
Toughness.
Yeah.
That's one thing. We have toughness. up front, with the skill guys, toughness all around.
A lot of running the football. We can see you run the football a lot.
You might.
Okay.
He
might. He's not.
He might.
He's also he's well astute by head coach. All right. Well, listen. We appreciate getting to know you and your teammates. You guys have a great season. We'll be following you. And thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate it. Thanks, Coach Carter. Yes, sir.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice.
At Alliance Catholic Credit Union, we're your financial guardian angel. We're here to help you achieve your dreams. A new home, a Catholic education, that business you are working to build. We're here to support the goals of your family, your retirement, and the community that surrounds you. We're here to offer your trusted financial services inspired by Catholic values. And like your guardian angel, we'll always be by your side. Federally insured by NCUA, Equal Housing Lender.
We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools. From Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
As the voice of Michigan's student athletes, the Student Advisory Council's role
is to convey the message of how high school sports should be played.
We are responsible for helping the MHSAA maintain a positive and healthy atmosphere
in which interscholastic athletes can thrive.
We believe that athletes should be competitive,
sportsmanlike, and excel academically.
We believe that students in the stands should have fun,
but not take away the focus from the game.
We believe coaches should act like teachers,
helping student athletes develop while still keeping high school sports in perspective.
We believe that parents should always be positive role models
and support their child's decisions.
We believe officials commit their own time to high school sports,
and respect should always be shown and given to them.
The most important goal for student athletes is to enjoy high school sports
while keeping a high level of respect between all those involved in the games.
Enjoy the game.
Welcome back to Media Day 2025. We're with the state champions of 2025, representing the PSL top team, number one in Division I. Started 2-2. Folks are thinking, 2-2. But no, Marvin Rushing's team said 2-2. We're not losing from this point forward, and they did not. They would go on to win the state title. Really a miraculous comeback against Dakota in that semifinal game. And a state championship, a convincing win over Hudsonville in the state title game. Glad to be joined by Marvin Rushing. Always good to see you again, sir.
Same here, Brett.
Yeah, and Corey Sadler we'll get to in a moment. Coach, talk about the season. And you've talked about overcoming challenges since the beginning, but this was a mountain to overcome. And you guys stuck together. You went through it. We saw you in game one at Rockford in a competitive game, and then things just continued to get better. Talk about the season last year and the magical moments.
Well, I think it really is a testament to culture. Number one starts with our principal, Lisa Phillips, just the foundation she instills in the school and trying to get the best out of kids, live up to your dreams, your ambitions, and make it happen. We don't talk about try, we talk about do. You know, one thing I say, I have the greatest young men that you could ask for them to believe in me and the coaching staff and allow for our culture to take over and have success. You know, we did some things last year that are always visible. We worked with the RISE program last year, interpersonal skills, empathy, other things to make us better people. I think that helped us navigate those challenges and those rough patches. We had Brandon Jackson, our coach of culture, come do his great day mindset work with us, you know. So when people hear us say great day, there's a whole theme behind it, you know. Like you take great day, G is a grit and grind, R is a resilience, E the effort, got to come with the effort every day. A, attitude determines your altitude. When we going to do it? T, today. Day, determination, ambition, and it starts with you. So the guys know when we say great day, that means something or whatnot. So that culture is what allowed us to go ahead and go the way through. When you got guys like Corey Sadler, Khalif Canty, been with me for their entire career, when they instill that belief, other guys follow.
Yeah, and you had a chance to install your culture here. And it fourth year now?
Yes, fifth year now. Fifth year
now, just finished the fourth year. And so, I mean, you got a full cycle through your guys. And the goal is, all right, when you get to that fourth year, and those guys that were freshmen, they believe in the message, they've had it, and you did it in year four. That has to be gratifying.
It does, but right now, I'll be honest, I think at midnight after the state championship, I was already working on 2025. You know, to me, after the game was over, like, who's next? What mountain can we climb? So, you know, again, I can be happy, but I can't be satisfied. It's something I tell the kids all the time. So it's always what's the next challenge, because we got to rise, we got to grow. We got a growth mindset.
So what is next? What's changed? We know you lost a lot of talent. You have a ton coming back as well. What should we know about this year's brand?
Well, I think one of the things you're going to understand is that they're hungry, they're determined. They got to hear everything come out in all season. One of the newest things I heard, we only won because we had Alex Graham. And I said, I apologize for having great players. You know, the cheat code is to have great players that buy into the process, right? But again, I think they're hungry. Well, actually, I know they're hungry. We've practiced most of this summer without helmets, and when I watch the violence with which we practice, we put these helmets on, it could get ugly for some people.
And I know it's about getting kids to the next level, and that means in life. And a lot of times, of course, that's college, and sometimes it's guys playing football in college. Sometimes it's not. Yeah. But what can you tell us about some of the guys that have college aspirations and where they sit and what it's been like in the off season to go through all that?
Well, I mean, honestly, if you come to Cass Tech, if you're not trying to play on Sundays, we really don't want you in our program. So your goal should get to Sundays, whether it's front office, coach, player, or some of that regard. I mean, we got guys like Corey Sadler Jr. He's going to be making his decision August 15th. He's down to what? Colorado, Michigan, Maryland, North Carolina. I got right over my shoulder. I got the Gooch right here. Khalif Candy Jr. committed to Missouri. We got Marcus Jennings right here, committed to Pitt. So, again, what happens is when you have the success, other guys see it, they understand the process, they work towards it, you gravitate toward it. We got our older guys coming back. I got one of our guys, J-Mo just came back, a graduate of Kalamazoo College, works for Whirlpool. He's coming back talking to these guys. So they figure out how to be a champion off and on the field. So that's the culture we have at Cass Tech, thanks to the great Mrs. Lisa Phillips.
Let's talk to Corey Sadler Jr. You mentioned the options. He's down to a fabulous 4 count of teams: Michigan, Maryland, North Carolina, and Colorado. That's fun to talk about. I know everybody wants to talk about that. But I want to know what you've been doing this offseason when you're not doing football, when you're not talking about football or thinking about it. You do a lot of sports, and you're interested in other activities. And I know you give back to the community, and you've had some camps. Talk about that.
You know, just being from Detroit, you know, the type of name I got in the city, I love and appreciate everybody who with me. So, you know, just with the camps, you know, giving back to the kids, you know, people ain't really do that. Like, it's a lot of guys who really don't come back and get back when they make it to the league, you know. So I'm doing it early because I know when I get to the league, I'm going to make sure the city good, like, because I'm a city kid for real. So, you know, I just support, you know, I just love the support, you know, and you know, this off season, we just been getting to it for real. Stacking days, building chemistry, just getting the young guys right. These guys behind me, helping me with the team, man, and we just ready for sure.
You've had some guys that have led you when you were a young freshman and through the ranks. You're doing that now. Do you catch yourself being like, oh, man, I'm the old head, I'm the guy?
They call me up. Mylan Griggs, he called me Unc. That's like my little brother, bro. But he called me Unc, so it would be funny. It would be funny when he do that.
That's great.
Yeah.
What are some things, I know obviously we've seen you at quarterback. We've seen you all over the place. What are you seeing at the quarterback position? You get a freshman last year, Donald Debron. He's back. He's a sophomore. Are you just kind of out of the quarterback game now and you're good with that? He's settled. He's the guy?
He the guy for sure. He the guy. You know, we got a couple packages. You know how it goes. So, but for right now, he's the QB1. We ain't taking that from him. You know, you seen what he did last year, so it's self-explanatory. And he coming back again to do it again. So I'm with him.
Are you, when you're talking to these colleges, are you talking about 2 positions? Are you talking about 1 position?
Both.
Are all these 4? They're all two-way. They want you to do 2 ways.
Both.
Is that important to you?
Yes, sir. Because I've been doing it for so long, so it's kind of like, you know, this is what I want to do. You know, I can do it. I know I can do it. You know, I've been doing it, so why change up?
Yeah, right on. I got you. Thank you. Coach, we'll close with you. Just want to get your outlook, projections, and the season starts against Granville week 1. Tell us what fans should expect from Cass Tech.
Well, first thing I want to make sure I recognize Damari Hendricks is here, junior running back with us. We got Will Sykes, junior athlete receiver, also a Batman on our squad. I also already mentioned KJ, Khalif Canty, Marcus Jennings. I got our quarterback, Don Tabron, the second over my shoulder. Obviously, CJ right here. But we open up August 29th at Wayne State against Toledo CC, followed by a great game against Granville. But right now, it's about stacking days. Like, the most thing I'm looking forward to right now is getting to practice at 5:30. What type of day do we have? Do we have a violent day? Do we have a competitive day? Are we getting our asses ready for this game?
Always fun, always energetic, and congratulations. You guys deserved the title last year. You went out, you got it. I know you're hungry for more.
and I wish you all the best. We'll be following you. Thanks so much for joining us.
Appreciate it.
There he is, Marvin Rushing in his 5th season and Corey Sadler Jr. in his 4th season. Thanks so much. We're the Prep. We're back after this. Media Day 2025.
All right, this is Adam. Take 2. Mark? I guess. I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I want to encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
What makes people stand in this line like this for 3 hours? Because we're not Dunkin' Donuts or Tim Hortons. These donuts are made fresh daily, and it's made with love and consistency. We got the same ingredients. It didn't change. The people know that, and that's why they standing out there.
Right from Cass to King, fittingly enough, we're joined by the runners-up in Division III in 2025, 2024. So I know, Coach, I apologize. I know more's to come. That's Terrell Patrick in his 2nd year. In his 1st year, he took him to Ford Field, not a far jaunt from where Detroit King resides on Lafayette. They look to get back there this year and change the result. But nonetheless, an outstanding season, 10-4. And he brings in a team that's strong up the middle. And when you've got a team that's strong up the middle in a lot of sports like baseball, football is no different. You've got quite an advantage. And that's what it appears the Crusaders have this year. Coach, hello, welcome. How are you today?
Summertime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the summer all about for you? What do you do? What do you do in the summer for fun?
It's not a whole lot of fun.
What do you do to torture yourself in the summer?
We call it daily deposits. Daily deposits. And we want to make as many deposits as we can. So when it comes time to make a withdrawal, we're not bouncing any checks.
Right on.
Yep.
What's new? I understand you have, we'll get to Jaden Wyndham, who's committed to Cincinnati. That's new and that's good.
Yep.
I understand you have a new quarterback as well.
Yeah.
Can we start there? Can you tell us about him?
Andrew Knight, kid who I thought was initially coming to King, ended up transferring in January, I believe. So he's been having a really good offseason. And I think the good thing about this year's team is we don't need him to be great early. He needs to be good. He doesn't need to be great early. And he has the same 2 rules that all of his predecessors had, be a leader and protect the football. From there, we can build up on the skill set and we'll tailor the offense around what he does best.
Yeah,
Yep.
And there's been some good ones at King.
Absolutely.
Dante Moore, certainly one of the most recent that's done some great things. Let's talk a little defense, and let's talk about how you're going to stop the football this year. You guys have been very good on the defensive side of the football. You've got a ball hawk and safety in Jaden Wyndham, who's headed to Cincinnati.
Yep.
What should folks know about him?
Just a versatile kid, a kid who's expressed his willingness to do whatever. So whether it's playing off the hash, whether it's playing a little bit of outside linebacker closer to the box. We've had safeties in the past where Marvin Grant had to come play within the box because we needed a +1 guy for Cameron Martinez. Jalen Reed, he had to do the same thing. They went to Penn State. We needed a +1 guy for some things that they were doing at Cass Tech, and he ended up playing in the box that year. So it's the willingness to kind of put your personal goals and personal comfortability to the side and put those team goals first. And he's really molded into one of those type of kids.
You were really tough on yourself in the opening remarks about your team and your status and the losses. And you said we lost 2 championships.
Yep.
And I understand that, I guess. But I mean, what are the things as a coach, though, that you had the hardest time with that you've reflected on that you instantly feel that you can make quick changes upon?
Well, I got distracted with all it. It's a lot of administrative stuff that I didn't have to deal with in the past 15 years that now became my responsibility. But the main thing has to be the main thing. So I have to do a better job of delegating because I have to have the pulse and the heartbeat of my football team at all times. So once you get distracted with some of the other administrative stuff and paperwork and all of that type of things, and you don't have your pulse, your fingers on the pulse of the football team, then you're not properly preparing them. And I owe these kids because these kids do exactly what I tell them to do every 90-degree day. They show up on time. They show up ready to work. And we put them through hell for 3.5 hours a day. So it's my responsibility to them to make sure that they're ultimately the most prepared team when we take the football field.
All that said, the Crusaders did get to Ford Field twice last year and playing 2 championship games. You like the fact that you've got a quarterback because now you can do something with the guy who was your quarterback last year other than make him a quarterback. And that's when he can really do some damage.
Yep.
Mr. Flemister is going to be able to get in space this year and not have to quarterback. How fun is that as an offensive play caller?
Well, we'll have him. Well, he has an effect on all 3 phases of the game. So offensively, defensively, and special teams. It puts him in his more natural mode. I appreciate the hell out of him. For him not being a quarterback and that not being his primary position, I think the young man did a heck of a job for us the last 2 years. Semifinals, then finals, only coming up, a couple points short of winning it. But now that he's going back to his more natural position, I think he's going to flourish this year and have a big year for us.
And another guy up the middle is your running back, Michael Dukes, who's a Rutgers commit.
Yep. Mike's going to Rutgers. Great kid.
Yeah, there he is.
First nominated captain. We're going to have 4. We nominated Mike a captain last week. Super consistent this summer. Just developed every year, developed and got better. Going to be going to do a lot of damage in the Big Ten.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's hear from Mr. Wyndham. Let's talk about your decision to go to Cincinnati. What do you like about Bearcat Nation, and why did you commit?
I feel like Cincinnati was the home for me. It was the last day of January, that period where they could recruit. He came and swooped me up. He talked to me. Coach Vite, the defensive coordinator at Cincinnati. He coached the safeties too. It just felt like home. He came and got me, and then I think that 2 days later I ended up going to Cincinnati, and he pulled me. It was like a junior day. He pulled me to the side, me and my family, and just talking about his plan with me, what he'll do with me when I get there and stuff. And then I just felt like it was the right decision, and I ended up committing in February. Yeah.
Awesome. Congrats.
Thank
you. What's it like playing for Coach Patrick?
It's hard. Like, we go through so much stuff at practice, but that was just last year, and then we ended up coming up short. So this year it's gonna be even harder. I know he hard on himself, but I feel like some of the blame can be for us too, because we didn't execute how we were supposed to and stuff. But yes.
What about these other guys behind you? Who were these guys?
It's my guy Greg. He played both ways. I used to call him an X Factor my sophomore year. Like, he just disrupted everything on defense and stuff. I know he do what the team needed. He'll go play guard or tackle if he needed to.
What's his last name?
Gregory Keller.
Okay, awesome.
Grand Valley commit.
Yep. Right on.
And
awesome.
then this my guy Deshaun Wheeler, Ferris State commit.
Okay. They'll be playing against each other in the GLIAC for years to come. They will not like each other soon.
Sean started as a freshman versus Cass our freshman year, and then he started, and then he reminded me of my brother. My brother went to Cass. He played center. He could go to Ferris right now. Play center. He reminded me of my brother. So like,
Dave, you have a brother that went to Cass.
Yeah.
You went to King.
Yeah.
Oh man, that doesn't sit well, I'm sure, with
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. All right. Well, Mr. Dukes.
This Mike Dukes.
Yep.
Best running back in the state.
Yep.
It's my guy. It's like my best friend. I'm sick we couldn't go to college together, but.
Well, who knows? Year's not over yet.
Yeah. And then this Christian Wheeler, I say he one of the best linebackers in the state personally to me. He do everything. He leads. He got all the young guys in his group. He lead them all the time. He's 3-year starter. It's my guy.
Awesome. We're going to get you your own show. I wish we had more time for you. Wyndham, great job, man. Thanks so much. We appreciate you. Detroit King, the Crusaders, led by Terrell Patrick, looking to get back to Ford Field. It's just kind of a habit for them, but they're looking to do it all this time when they go back. We're back with more right after this.
My time to shine. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
In today's ever-changing mortgage lending world, the importance of true professionals has never been greater. At Success Mortgage Partners, we want you to have the experience of a lifetime. Founded and owned by Catholic League alumni, our family-centered business keeps your interest at heart as we help you navigate this turbulent market with ease. If you or a family member has a mortgage need, please call me, Owen Lee, at 734-822-9792.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Time now for Detroit Osborne. And they're under their first-year head coach, Dante McIntyre. And we've got Elijah Carson as well, a center and a nose guard. Coach, you took the job. You're excited about it. Tell us about Osborne football this year, what we can expect.
You can expect us to be disciplined, play fast, physical, aggressive football, and go out there and compete every game, because that's what it's all about, competing. That's all I want my team to do, give 110% every time we go out there on that field.
3-6 last year. I know last year, new regime. What do you like about this year's brand, and what kind of wrinkles will be a little bit different than a season ago?
We're going to go more into a spread, so I like to run spread, play fast, no huddle. And we have a lot of young guys. We have 2 seniors. Most of our team are sophomores. So they played last year, but we're looking to build on that and go off our leadership with the sophomores.
Outstanding. And Elijah, center and nose guard on this team, it's an important deal in football when you start with the center. What kinds of relationship do you have right now with your quarterback, and how's the timing of everything working so far?
All right, so me and my quarterback, we on good terms right now. I feel like we got communication. Like, mine and his communication are probably better than everybody's on the rest of the team. So, like, I know when he says something, it'll go. So for me, if he'll tell me a certain thing to do on the line, like, even though the coach will give us one play to do and he'll spot me for me, we got a blitz coming through, he'll tell me to switch up the play. So I'll tell everybody on the line, switch up the play too, and we'll do some other different stuff.
Important to have a cerebral guy right in the middle. Just a sophomore, by the way. On the defensive side, what are you liking about the defense of the Knights this year?
So this year we going to come out strong, fast, competitive, just come out and have fun and play our game.
Awesome. Any time this summer for anything enjoyable other than football? No, just all football. And that's football's fun. All right, all football. I love it. Watch out for the Knights, Detroit Osborne Knights, led by this man, a 10th grader, Elijah Carson, and their first-year head coach, Dante McIntyre. Thanks for joining us. Back with more from PSL Media Day 2025 right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Welcome back to PSL Media Day 2025. We're here with Zach Carr, the leader of the Tars of Denby. And we're with his right tackle and defensive end as well. And we'll talk to Chris Mitchell shortly. Coach, tell us about this year. Recap of last season, a very solid, productive season for the Tars again. I know it didn't end the way you wanted, but a productive season. How has that transitioned into this year in this offseason?
So I've seen a lot of growth within my team this year. Guys, the maturity level. Last time we won the city championship, these guys were 10th graders. So going in, keeping that same intensity last year was a big letdown for us for the program. But they took it to the offseason. Our attendance has been great. The way that they communicate with each other. This team is ready to do something very special.
As a former offensive lineman, I know you love what your offensive linemen have done for you.
Absolutely.
Is that going to be another strength this season?
So this year is a little different for this year. Our guys were not as big as we were the past 2 years. We were 6'4" across the board. But the thing about these guys, they're smart. So we are pin and pull guys that can get out in space, guys that can real good at zone block and communicate. So we're more of a smarter group that can get in the right positions. That's kind of different between our offensive lines from before to now. You know, a group that's just a little more athletic and do more things and open up our offense to do more good things.
Talk about the Carr way, character, accountability, and respect. And it's not just something you guys say around here. It's something you live. And how are these guys embracing that?
It starts inside of the building. These guys are leaders inside the building. You know, I'm also the assistant principal at the school, so I'm able to do my job effectively because I know they're in the classroom with our core values. You know, even if there's issues within the classroom, I know if one of these guys are in the room, I do know that there's going to be some sort of intervention of some sort of, hey, you know what, let's do this a better way. You know, so they're not only leaders on the field, but leaders inside the building. You know, myself and as well as our staff in our building look for them guys to lead in those moments.
You open the season against Chelsea. It'll be a tough opponent. You've challenged yourself with the schedule. What do you think about the opening match against the Bulldogs?
I think that's a match going to tell us where we are as a ball club. Like I said, I felt comfortable scheduling this game, but this is a senior group. They played a lot of football, man, a lot of good football. And so I think this matchup would be good to see where we're at, and what the season's going to look like going forward.
All right, let's talk to Chris Mitchell, your right tackle. In defensive end. Chris, tell us about what this unit, this team, how it's been such a cohesive group and a senior-led group. How have you led the charge?
You know, it's been pretty nice leading the charge. You know, I got a couple guys that I can depend on, you feel me? It's like I could trust them with my life, and, you feel me? Love these guys to death, man. It's a lot of things that I would do for them, and, feel me? We've been getting together doing a lot of team bonding activities to build as a unit, you know.
And you've had a lot of success as well going to Ford Field, I guess, last 2 seasons.
Yes, sir.
Champions 2 seasons ago and runners-up a season. This has got to make you hungry to say, hey, this is the standard. We just go to Ford Field. That's just what we do.
Yes,
but
sir.
that's a lot. What does it take to get there and do all that?
Just hard work, you feel me? Consistency and staying consistent in the weight room, trying to build your strength up, getting better for the season to come, you feel me? Doing a lot of off-season things like basketball, track, baseball, working on different types of skill sets, your hands, your feet, your speed, stuff like that. And it's a lot of things, I don't want to get too complacent with us going to Ford Field, but it seems like it's a consistent thing that's going to continue to happen at Denby High School.
All right, there you have it. One of the leaders of the Tars, and we can see why. Chris Mitchell knows what he wants and how they can do it. Thanks so much, man. We appreciate it. All the best. Chris Mitchell, Zach Carr. Thanks so much. Back after this.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My time to shine. Let's go.
Got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Welcome back, everybody. It's PSL Media Day, and of course, we're going to have the top team in the gold joining us. The coaches predicted they'd be number one again. They were number one last year after winning their championship game and going all the way deep in the playoffs. 8-4, the Trailblazers joined us, led by Jimmy Macon, their head coach.
Yes.
And they're also joined by Jeremiah Gray, the Cincinnati commit. Yes, and we're going to give you a microphone. You may not even need it with that voice, man. That's good. Coach, we'll start with you. 8-4 on the year. You guys made it deep into the playoffs, and you won the city title.
Yes, sir.
And so those are two major accomplishments. What are your thoughts as you look back on last season?
Well, thoughts from last season is the past now, actually. But we had a good season. I think we could have went further into the season itself. However, man, when you look at the ups and downs of it, of the start of our season, we had banging injuries at the end. So, that caused us to, not get far as we wanted to go. 2 games away from the state title, man, it's hard. Only 14 teams, 12 teams, I think it is, that play. No, 16 teams play in the state finals. And we was 2 weeks away from that. So, I look at that was a hard defeat. But going into this year, feel a little confident, comfortable as far as the guys coming back. Some maturity came into it, a lot of returning starters. So we'll be that much better as a program.
Yeah, one of those guys that's returning of your 9 returning starters is Jeremiah Gray, recently
Correct.
committed to Cincinnati. What can you tell us about this big, tall drink of water?
Well, when he first came to me, I was looking at him. He stood up over me and everything. As a 9th grader saying he wanted to play football when he first enrolled at Central. And I was like, man, you think you can play football? Or you're a basketball player or a football player? He said, no, my love is football. I want to be a football player. I don't know nothing about basketball. And he held to his word ever since then. I look at him, man, his commitment is there. When he do come to football practice and be dedicated after basketball season, because he's an AAU guy, but now he ain't playing AAU, so he's trying to improve himself that way. Leadership-wise, he's always corralling, up with the team, communication-wise. He's always helping guys who don't know something. He's helping them learn, you know, a little humble about himself. You know, he's a hard worker. You know, he likes to have a job and try to play football and all the other sports. But, you know, he's a good kid overall. I could see him excelling, you know, to another level as far as, you know, making sure that he can reach his goals in life.
And there's more behind him. You bring back a lot of talent in addition for Mr. Gray. And you got a run game, and you got a running back that's a bowling ball of a running back that can really gain yards.
Oh yes, most definitely. They gave him the name Shotgun, F-150. You know, he's like that Ford Tough type kid. You know, run you over. You know, and he values a lot of good. You know, aspects of his game, as far as toughness, strength, speed. You know, he's more durable. He was the one that went down a little bit towards the end, but you know, he's worked himself, rehabbed, and developed himself at another level right now. Also, looking at it, you know, he's going to give a lot of value to our run game. You know, he's looking to try to get 2,000. That's his personal goal, you know, and probably 15 touchdowns, which he'll probably get, you know. I think him personally, you know, he developed so fast, it was amazing to us because he was sharing time at the beginning last year, the first 2 or 3 games, and then he became our number 1 option as far as the running game. You know, Mike is something special. And I got another kid, you know, Redding. You know, he's been playing with us for 4 years. You know, him and Marcel Dawson. You know, he's coming back as a returning starting corner. Made all conference and all, you know, region and stuff like that. You got Amir Hodges. You got Marco Cabo. And, you know, Mike Jackson, man, you know, he's the real moonwalker. He's looking to be leading the team and, you know, tackles this year. So it's going to be great, man, to see. And then I got my young quarterback, you know, Devon Seneticar. He's going to lead this team. He's real solid. He understands the game. He's learning to listen. You know, he know he got to grow up now. It's game time. It's his turn.
Coach, this has been quite a tradition at Detroit Central. You spoke in the open about this is the oldest school in the city, opened in 1858, I believe.
1858.
Pretty impressive on that, and one of the oldest in the state of Michigan. It's a place you went to school.
Yes, I came out in 1983. You know, a lot of people don't realize I left there. I played 3 years of varsity football and also ran track. You know, and then I went off to Jackson State University, which I started as a freshman and played ball there under the late coach W.C. Gordon. You know, we had a good program there. Like 4 or 5 guys went to the league, you know, tried out, but didn't make it. You know, that stuff, you know, goes on in life. But to come back and coach my own high school team wasn't even a thought until my high school coach asked me to come up. And I came back and was just walking around talking with him, and he gave me a whistle and told me to go run some drills with those guys, and all of a sudden I'm here right now 32 years later.
Impressive.
Yeah.
And we're thankful for that.
Oh, yeah, appreciate that. Always a blessing.
Yeah. We want to hear from you now, young man.
Yes.
Jeremiah, let's talk to you. Let's hear from the man, the future Bearcat. What's it like being on this team, and how do you like playing with your brothers? What's the cohesive unit all about here? How do you get there?
I feel like as a team, we love to hit. And when it comes down to hitting, and football, even though it's a physical sport, if that's what you want to do, you're going to succeed in it. So, like I said, my brothers, I love my boys. You feel me? We're going to hit this year. We're going to make it 100. Shotgun, of course. They, all my guys. You feel me? I love them.
Well, that kind of energy, that kind of attitude, I can see why Cincinnati's excited for you. Tell us about what you've seen in the offseason. What have you done with these guys that makes you think that this is the year?
Growth.
Yeah.
Growth, more growth. The more growth we see, the better. The more I'm happy and more towards I can lean towards that goal. Like, oh, yeah, we're going to be that.
What about on the offensive side and defensive side? You're playing both ways, right?
Yes, sir.
So which side do you think is better for you? Where do you feel most comfortable? Where can you be most impactful?
The side I could be most dominant on.
Yeah. And it's the offensive side.
That's the defensive side.
Yeah.
Offense is like, it's just pinning somebody in the dirt. I like hitting.
Yeah.
I want to injure somebody. That's my goal. Probably like 7, 8 people, more likely.
7, 8 pancakes?
Injuries, hospitals.
Wow. Okay. Well,
yes,
listen,
sir.
That is wonderful, and it all, of course, within the limits of the game and the rules.
It's sportsmanship, of course, 100%.
Sportsmanship there, of course, but nothing wrong with burying a guy in the dirt. I like that.
Of
Pancakes. What can we expect this year? What's the record? What's the final prediction?
There's no set goal, no set record. I feel like we need to make it. That's it. No other plan. Make it. Plan A.
Okay.
One game at a time. Yes, sir.
I enjoyed talking with you. You might need your own show, too. That's great to meet you. Thanks for the energy.
Yes, sir.
And congratulations on Cincinnati. Coach Macon, always a pleasure. The Trailblazers of Detroit Central, founded in 1858.
Go Trailblazers!
There you heard it. Jeremiah Gray. You won't soon forget about him. Back with more PSL Media Day after this.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move, and it's out of here.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening. Just a good time.
Detroit Renaissance, they had the shortest trip to get here. They might have even walked here, who knows. But they're here, and they were ready. And they're ready this year to get over that 500 hump, 4-5 last year. But they are predicted to finish third in this league behind Cass and King. And so, again, that's an interesting story as well. That tells you that they feel good about Renaissance and what the Phoenix are going to come out with in their football version 2025. Glad to have you back on Media Day. Glad to be joined by the head coach, Ed Johnson. And he's got one of his star players with us here today, Keon Boone, a senior quarterback, safety, receiver, whatever you want. He'll play some cornerback for you. He'll even sell popcorn at halftime at Renaissance, where they have good popcorn, by the way. I digress. Coach, tell us about the summer. What's going on that folks are like, this is the third best team in this league now?
I don't know. No, but clearly guys see the work we're putting in. They starting to put a little bit of respect on our name. You know, we was picked 6th last year. So, you know, this is a big upgrade from last year. But I think people are noticing that we putting the work in. We're doing a lot of hard work over there, and so it's starting to show.
What can you tell us about Keon Boone getting a lot of hype in this league and the things he's done, a versatile weapon and a senior for you?
He's overcome a lot in his career, in his high school career. So being able to put him in a position where he can shine is a huge thing for us. He's accepted the challenge of playing quarterback starting from last year. He's a hell of an athlete. So, you know, in high school football, if you don't have a quarterback, you always want your best athlete there, and he is that for us. So he'll have an opportunity to make a lot of plays, throwing the ball, running the ball. Any way we can get him involved in the offense, he'll be that for us.
And you've got some depth up the middle, too, with your quarterback, your center as well, linebacker, Schaefer. I mean, you got some guys that you really trust up the middle.
Yeah, we the middle of our offense and defense will be senior, few seniors up in there. Also our running back. We got a couple other offensive linemen that aren't here that are seniors that we're expecting a lot from this year.
Making the playoffs. I know you mentioned that in your opening statements. That's important to you. Is this team a playoff caliber team?
I believe we are. You know, we go through some ups and downs sometimes, but I believe once we get everybody rolling on the same page, we'll be able to do that. You know, that's one of our biggest goals is to make it to the dance. I haven't been dancing in a while. I keep telling them they got to take me there. I can't get there without them. So, you know, I think they're up for the challenge, and we should be seeing some November football this year.
What are some maybe some quirks? They're not quirks, but strengths rather that we should be able to expect from you on the offensive side of the football.
It should be our offensive line. I mean, again, we have all our starters coming back on our offensive line pretty much, and we got to be able to run the ball. Running the ball, controlling the offensive line is how you win football games, and that's where it starts at. So that's what we're going to try to start at, and we're going to give it everything we got.
All right, Keon, I want to hear from you and your thoughts on this team as you're a leader. You're seeing some of these younger guys come up and trying to get them with the program and get to the next level. How's that looking so far this summer?
It's looking good. We still got to make progress. We still got to be more accountable towards our younger guys, towards ourselves. We still got to push our younger guys to their max potential. We got to push ourselves to our max potential. We some freshmen stepping up. We have freshmen behind me. Jakari, he's a great freshman athlete. He's good. He's fast. He's physical. He's smart. He knows the game. So we just got to push ourselves to our max potential.
What about you? Do you have aspirations to play college ball?
Yes, sir.
And if so, where you got a lot of positions that you play, which ones are you getting some traction with?
I'm getting some traction at corner and safety from Grand Valley. I have a lot of family and a lot of history there at Grand Valley, so that's about it for right now.
Tell us about the history.
My dad played for Grand Valley. My uncle played for Grand Valley. My grandpa coached at Grand Valley, so it's a lot of traction there that I could try to back up on.
You're destined to be a Laker.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, wherever you end up, I went to Wayne State, but I still like you.
Thank you.
Yeah, wherever you end up, that's awesome.
Yes, sir. Yes,
and wherever your team ends up, that's
Yes,
great
sir.
on your
Yes,
journey.
sir.
I know you'll be leading them all along the way.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
All right. Thanks so much.
Thank
That's
you so much.
Keon Boone
Yes, sir.
and head coach Ed Johnson. Detroit Renaissance, the Phoenix, they're coming over 500. They're gunning for the playoffs. We're coming right back. They got a short walk home, too. So that's nice.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
My time to shine. Let's go. Got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The Preps coverage at Media Day PSL 2025 rolls on, and we're joined by the Mustangs of Mumford. And we've got the new head coach, Andre Harlan, in the house in his first year. And coach, new program, you're taking over. I know a lot of publicity last year and a lot of attention on the program. Talk about how everything's come together this summer and what you're faced with.
Right now, I'm faced with some great men that want to work. They got good character, and they give me good effort every day. That's all I ask for. they care about winning. You know, they just want to be coached. And that's what I'm trying to do, me and my coaching staff.
Talk about your experience and where, what best asset you're bringing to this program.
Well, I mean, I'm a construction worker. I build programs. Everywhere I've been, from Murray Wright to Frederick Douglas, Southwestern, Western, Northwestern, and now here at Mumford.
Yeah.
And all I did was build programs. I left them better than when I found them.
That's great. What do you see in this Mumford program that you're excited about building with, the tools that you have?
High character, guys that know football. For one, they know how to play the game. They just wanted to be put in the right positions to get their job done. So, I mean, I think that's the plus for me. I got a group of young guys that want to work, that want to be taught, want to be learned, want to learn the game of football, and that's what I'm trying to do.
What are some of the early strengths that you're seeing in this group?
Got good leaders. These 5 young men behind me right now are the catalysts of the program. Wherever we go, they're going to take us. They're the seniors, but not just that, though. They're the leaders.
This young man you got next to you, tell us about Lamont Dexter. What can we expect from the senior?
He's a coach on the field. He got high character. He works his butt off every day. He know everybody's job, from the quarterback position to the running back to linebacker, but he can tell the safeties and the DBs what they have also. He can tell the offensive line what they have. And that's a plus when you have another coach on the field.
No doubt. You open the season against Divine Child on Thursday the 28th.
Mm-hmm.
How close is this team to feeling game ready? I know we haven't even begun practices yet officially, but how do you feel going into the first practices coming up?
Honestly, I'll take these guys anywhere with me. As for the work we did all summer, I think mentally we'll be ready. The physical part will come in 2 weeks, but I think mentally we'll be ready. Physically, we'll see.
Yeah. All right, let's hear from the guy himself, Lamont Dexter, running back, linebacker. Which type of running back are you? Tell us your style.
Type of running back, ever since I've been young, I always like to read the defense. So when I'm back there, I read to see where's the strengths at, where the weaknesses at. So when I'm running, everybody tells me I have great vision, so I can see people coming from my left, my right, even sometimes behind me, because I'll be doing moves sometimes, and I'll be getting away from the tackles.
And on the defensive side of the football, tell us about the defense and what you like about that side of it, the physicality of a linebacker.
The defense, the physicality, like when I was young, they put me at linebacker. I didn't know what for until I really started hitting, because ever since I was young, I always been hitting. And, that brings the joy of football. You love the contact, you love to break the tackles, you love to make the tackles, and that's what I love about the sport.
Yeah. What's it like with Coach? You've got a new head coach. I know you've had, to handle through your career some different head coaches.
Mm-hmm.
What do you like about having Coach Harlan as the bench boss this season?
Coach Harlan, he makes sure we put in the work. He makes sure we don't miss days. He makes sure he shows up. If he don't show up, he tells us in advance, right? So we not just astray. And he's here every day with us.
Yeah.
If he's not here, he let us know, and we know. So then we, as the leaders, if he's not here, we pick up the slack and make sure the guy's not slacking around when he's not.
Right on. That's great. What are you most excited about this year?
This year, I'm most excited about is the team itself.
Yeah.
I've been through coaches, been through teammates, but this team right now, I've been with these guys for the longest. And I feel like we could really win some games. We come back this year, we looking forward to this season, looking forward to win some more games, and I'm glad to be playing with these guys behind me.
There you heard it. One of the leaders, Lamont Dexter of the Mumford Mustangs, under first-year head coach Andre Harlan. Experienced, a builder, program builder, a leader, a construction guy, he says. You know what he meant now. We're back with more. Watch out for the Mustangs right after this.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
Welcome back to PSL Media Day from the Rogers Technical Center. Glad to be joined by Henry Ford. The Trojans are here under Coach Casey Smith and Greg Pope III as well. We want to start with condolences to your assistant coach, Mark Lindsay, who passed away over the weekend. And I just can't imagine that, but I'm very sorry for your loss.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Yep. No great way to transition out of that, but last season, I know, a 5-4 year. You did get over that 500 hump. Yeah. And this is a program that you've taken over, and you've kind of built this culture pretty quickly. Yeah. Tell us about last year, and tell us about what this year brings.
So last year, we was in a position of, we started off excellent. We started off 4-0, put in a lot of work during the off season. Everybody pretty much ran track. I'm the track coach as well, so we just kind of went in with a standard of kind of forget everything that you knew before, and let's reset and change our mentality so that we can have the best possible success that we can try to garner for that season. So we went 5-4. We only lost maybe 3 kids. So this was a young team, and they still got 2 more years. So I'm very excited about our future.
Yeah, I see why. And you have a versatile young man in Greg Pope to your right. Where do you put him? I mean, are there tough decisions to make in that regard?
So it's not really tough. The toughest thing right now is pretty much just what formation we want to get the ball to him in, what position, because for us he plays running back, receiver, slot, quarterback, just pretty much whatever we need or whatever we're trying to accomplish for that game week game plan, pretty much revolves around him.
Yeah. What's the outlook this summer? What's the look back on how you did this summer and how things progressed or regressed?
So, like I said, this was a young team last year, so they got a full season under their belt. They got a full off season under their belt, full track season. So, like I said, I'm super excited. I'm way more excited about our line play this year. Super excited about our line play because we got athletes on the line. Like I bought one of my bigger athletes in Karan Travick.
Yeah, he's big.
6'6", tackling DN, 265 pounds, going and just only becoming a junior.
Okay, all right.
So I'm more excited about my line. Like, granted, my skills are great, but I'm extremely excited about my line, man.
Yeah, I can understand when you got that big fella on it. Picked 5th in the blue division. What do you think of that?
I'm not worried about it. They picked us 7th last year.
Okay.
So, and I think only 3 or 4 teams in the PSL was over 500. So we were one of them. So I don't really too much care about the rankings as much. I mean, we still got to go out and play football at the end of the day.
Yeah. All right. We want to hear from you, sir. Greg Pope III. And yeah, obviously you got a lot of different ways you can carve up a defense. What's your favorite way to do it?
Receiver. I love receiver. Just get the ball in my hands and let me work.
Yeah.
I'll make something happen.
Okay. Speed and agility is a thing. What are some of your thoughts on what you're going to do in the future with a position?
Just speed. Just work on my craft.
Yeah.
Try to get better releases, catching.
The offensive structure and what you've seen under Coach Casey and the evolution of it, what kind of things are you able to do now with some of the young guys having a year or 2 under their belt with them?
Yeah, we could do a lot. Our chemistry is great. Like from last year, we've been building all off season, track season, all our chemistry, just hanging with each other, just team bonding times, stuff like that.
Yeah, Coach mentioned he's the track coach, and so you elected to run track. I'm sure you had a choice. Tell us about track. What do you run?
What's it like running track? Did you have a successful season?
We had a decent season. We came first in regionals in the 4x1. No, 4x2. 4x2. Came third in 4x1. So, yeah, we did pretty decent. I run a 100, 200, 4x1, 4x2.
What's your best 100 time?
My best 100 time was like a 12-1.
Okay. All right. And when you're on track, when you're running in track, do you ever say, man, I wish I had that guy in the football field. You could do so many other things to beat him.
Yeah. Track not really my sport. I stay to the field, man.
But it's helped you in your speed.
Yeah, it's helped me with my speed. Coach Casey, said we got to run track, get us faster. Yeah. I got way faster from my sophomore year, so I'm just waiting for this year, see how it works.
What do you like about the whole team when you guys have had group activities or team activities, either on the field or off the field?
We just do it together. We stay together. We work hard together. We blood, sweat, tears together. We cry with each other, like all types of stuff. We just bond. We love each other. Yeah. It's a brotherhood.
Yeah. Sorry to hear about your assistant coach.
Yes, thank you.
Apologies. What kind of memories do you have of him?
And he was a hard coach. He wanted us to work hard and work. He was a defense coach, so you do the play right, you're going to get on you. So we just encouragement him. We just doing this for him this season.
Yeah. We're sorry for your loss.
Thank you, sir.
That's Detroit Henry Ford, the Trojans. Casey Smith, he's got his club escalating in the blue division. Watch out for the Trojans. They're going to be making a move this year. Thanks, Coach. We appreciate you. Thanks, Greg. Thank you very much. Back with more after this.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
My time to shine. Let's go. He got it. Splash.
And that will put some gauze on it.
They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Media Day 2025 just about to wind down. But no party ends without the Vasqueros. Detroit Western is in the house. And last but certainly not least in our book, Courtney Webster in his fourth year as their head coach. And he's brought with him DeMonte Middlebrook, one of his fine athletes that we'll speak to momentarily. Coach, look, I know you're ready to get to work. And after last year's 1-8 season, you were ready to get to work and came back and said, look, this is going to be a year that we're going to improve. And you've made some strides in the offseason. What feels good about your offseason and the strides and progress you've made?
Commitment. We changed how we approach the season, how we approach developing the players. We spoke earlier about how we don't have a feeder system, so a lot of the kids that we get, it's their first introduction to football. So we changed the plays that we ran. A lot of times when we think football, we think what we played, what plays we're running, what offense was running, and we're like, oh yeah, we can jet stream this, we can do that. But when you're dealing with students who've never been introduced to the game, you have to take a step back. And so I think that's what we consciously did this year, taking a step back to running a basic offense that every player on the field knows, understands, and can execute.
Yeah, and you bring up an interesting point, too. Look, Detroit Western is an international school. They're getting international students in addition to regional students,
Right.
without lack of a better term, neighborhood kids.
Yes.
You get international students as well. They come to Detroit, they're going to Detroit Western most likely. Is that a program that has been advantageous in the game of football for you yet, like it has in some of the other sports?
Well, in football, but not American football.
Right, I understand.
Western,
that game they call soccer.
Yes, Detroit Western is champions in soccer and baseball, but in American football, it's a new sport to them, and getting them to develop it and in that community, they're there. The talent is there, but also soccer season is the same season as football season. Yeah. So that makes it very difficult to get those athletes committed to just one sport when their main sport is the same season.
Well, Coach Brad could at least let you borrow his kicker, for crying out loud. Does he ever let you borrow a kicker?
And Sanchez could let me borrow some of these pictures too. These quarterbacks.
That's right.
But the seasons, they overlap. Yeah. And so that makes it extremely difficult. But nevertheless, the commitment from the students that we have there is strong, and it's getting them to just understand the differences in the game and just executing. And which is, we got a Division I schedule.
Yeah.
So that makes it makes the training piece a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, and that Division I schedule will open up on Thursday, the 28th, as you will play CMA. No time to waste at Clark Park. Let's talk about this guy. This guy gets it. He's been a big part of what you've been trying to do. And look, DeMonte Middlebrook is a guy that we're going to hear from. DeMonte, tell us about what you're excited about and what you've seen in the offseason.
So one thing I will say about our offseason is our guys is definitely more prepared. Not only have I seen that in our 7-on-7 games, but I've also seen that they are also more dedicated. We got more people that's more skilled now, and it's I feel like this season is going to be pretty good because our players are way better, got way more experience and all of that.
Yeah. What about for you, and where does your love of the game come from, and where did that all start?
So it's actually kind of funny because the love for the game was just pure out of boredom. That's the whole reason I joined football. I'm here because it's competitive, right? We obviously ain't the best, but it's I love the challenge. I always love the challenge. So I'm here, and I'm trying to get us a win. That's
awesome. Where can we expect to see you on the field on both sides of the ball this year?
So I play a couple positions. Mainly wide receiver, corner. Y'all gonna see me at quarterback a little bit. And depending on our kicker position, y'all might see me there. And that's really all.
All right, well, that's a lot.
Yeah, I know.
That's great. Who are some other guys we can expect to hear from this year on your team that has been making some nice progress this summer?
So one of the guys is right here.
Yeah, tell us about him. He's shy. He's hiding.
Yeah, don't mind him. He knew. Okay. He a freshman. That's my brother.
That's your brother. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
He recently transferred from flag football to pads, and at first I wasn't expecting much from him, but what he showed me on the defensive side of the end is he could be a really, really great corner because he's shown some great talent, I see myself in him, and I just hope he makes it to that level that he can be. Not only do we have him, but then we got some really, really motivated guys like Josh. He's our running back, our linebacker, whatever they want to pin him there. He real motivated. He real dedicated. He put in the work. I'm expecting to see some things from him. And then we got people like Darion and Al. They are extremely athletic. They are really athletic. If they just tried a little bit harder, they could get there. They could get there. They could really get there. I do believe that.
I like this guy. Can we take him with us on the road? This has been fun. You're good at this. You should maybe do this in the future.
I'm new to this.
No, well, hey, it doesn't mean you're not
natural
good
talent, bro. Natural talent.
I just started last week. I mean, hey, great job, my man. Hey, what's your brother's name? We didn't even get his name.
This is Davion Middlebrook.
Davion, okay. All right. Coach, it's been a lot of fun. Thank you so much. Thanks, Coach. Coach Courtney Webster. And don't forget about the Middlebrook boys and Detroit Western. All right, we'll close it out here in a moment. We'll step aside and say goodbye from Detroit. It's been real. Coming right back to conclude it. Thanks for watching.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. Thought they were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time. My time to shine. He took over. He got it. Splash. And that will put some gauze on it. They were having a lot of fun, dishing it off to each other. The dunks were happening, just a good time.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Take a look at us right now. We are everything that will be. We are an engine of progress that has been forged by generations, driven by the knowledge that each student in every classroom has the potential to be their best self and inspire us all. We are teachers, parents, families, all ready to do our part. We know when students rise, we all rise. We are Detroit Public Schools Community District.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McKinley scores!
Welcome back to PSL Media Day 2025. You've heard from players, the coaches, and there's a lot to be settled, but we get a little bit of a tease. We get a little bit of an intro of what we're going to be in for this year, and it looks like we're going to be in for a lot of championship-type football. Championship-type teams, Cass Tech certainly a favorite to repeat. They'll be in the discussion in Division I. Martin Luther King will be in the discussion in Division III to get back to Ford Field and finish business. And there's others. Renaissance making a move as well. Let's go through the final coaches poll in both the blue and the gold momentarily before we get you out of here. The gold division, the coaches ranked the teams like this. Detroit Central first, followed by Detroit Denby. Third was CMA, maybe one of the biggest surprises of the day, no doubt, in the gold. Winless last year, but picked third this year. And there's some high hopes and some high thoughts on that club as they enter under a new regime in year one. Fourth, Detroit Cody. Fifth, the Doughboys of Persian. Sixth, Frederick Douglas Academy. Seventh, Detroit Osborne. Eighth, Detroit Northwestern. Those were the gold teams. And last year, of all the teams in the PSL, teams that made the playoffs, Cass, Central, Denby, King, and Pershing, all a part of that club. And in the blue division, of course, Cass Tech, number one in the coaches poll, the reigning champs in Division I in 2025. Martin Luther King picked second, no surprise. Terrell Patrick in his second year, again, trying to get back to Ford Field where they lost twice last year, but no shame in losing in a PSL championship to the eventual Division I champions, and also falling in the state title game as well. They've got a new quarterback. He's a Sterling Heights-Stevenson transfer, and that's all the rage at Martin Luther King to go with a lot of talent around. Detroit Renaissance was picked third. We talked to Ed Johnson and his team. They finished 4-5 last year, and they're picked to be even better this season at third. Fourth,
Courtney Dinkins, the first coach we talked to today. They've got the Jungleers picked to finish 4th. Says will be fun to watch. 5th, Henry Ford under Coach Casey Smith, also who we talked to just in recent times. And Henry Ford was picked 5th. East English Village picked 6th under first-year head coach B.J. Sims. Watch out for B.J. Sims and that team. It's a young team led by a freshman quarterback in Leslie Bronner III. And B.J.'s got a lot of young talent that you will see at East English Village this season. Mumford was picked 7th under Andre Harlan, who's in his first year. And 8th, Detroit Western under Courtney Webster, who we talked to here lastly. 1-8 last year, but Detroit Western looking to get things rocking this season. So that's going to do it. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We've got a full slate of games on the prep that we'll start revealing soon enough. But it's a deep and it's a talented schedule that we've tried to roll out. And we're ready. We're ready for broadcasts and for fun and for the fall and football and volleyball and soccer. And we got a lot of things to reveal in this 2025-26 season. Thanks so much for this first broadcast of the year. And to the PSL, Jay Alexander, Anika McEvans, Roy Steed, and Jamar Hardy. And we also want to thank all those folks that made the broadcast possible here behind the scenes, starting with Alex Westfall, your executive producer, Austin Sonnenberg doing a little executive producing and some audio. The Huntman, Rob Hunter, next to me on audio. Talented camera crew as well we rolled out for this one. Kyle Buchanan out of sabbatical in this 2025 season. Evan Westfall also on camera. And that's about it. I want to thank all the players, all the coaches, everybody who joined us. And thanks again. My name is Chad Bush saying so long from the Technical Center. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching. We'll talk to you soon. Game 1's coming August 28th. We'll be there. And we look forward to telling you where we'll be soon enough. Have a great summer. Have a great week. We'll talk to you soon. So long.